About 3 minutes out, gentlemen. About 3 minutes out from show open. About a minute out, gentlemen. About a minute out from show open. About 30 seconds, gentlemen. About 30 seconds.
BCS, under the light. The pregame show.
From Birmingham to the world, this is BCS Under the Lights. It may be a cool night here on the east side of Birmingham, but the Huffman Vikings are ready to heat things up on the gridiron in the season finale against the Fairfield Tigers. Welcome in to our final football pregame show of 2025. I'm Steve Brown, here with Brett Oates, Ray Turner, and Justin Scott. Keith Mims has the night off. Tonight, our guy Justin caught up with the Vikings this week to see what should we expect from them tonight. Let's check it out.
How important is it to get this win to carry into the offseason in order to build and start to get ready for next season?
Well, it's definitely important. You know, we just talked to the guys. We just finished watching film with them, and we said we want to be able to finish on a strong note and really just play the caliber football that we know they're capable of playing. And then for us, it's about being consistent and then doing those good things they've been doing, kind of spend them throughout the year, but now just put it all together and then do it for 4 quarters of football.
Fairfield comes in looking to dominate defensively. What will it take offensively to get the win and end your season on a high note?
Just keeping the ball in front of us, keeping full possession of it, and being disciplined.
What's key defensively to get this win, knowing Fairfield comes in, not the same team they were last year, but comes in looking for a win themselves?
I say for defense, for our D-line, got to stay low, you know, hit them in the mouth, like every play after every single play. I'd say for like secondary, you know, just opening our hips more, you know, getting to the ball, having all 11 guys on the ball, it's going to be the key.
Justin Scott, BCS Media.
Ray, can the Tigers survive the Vikings tonight?
Oh yeah, they can. They are 3-6, but they bring a running back that average 157 yards a game, and he has 15 touchdowns. He their main man, and you put Belser and then you put Williams on the outside, the athlete. They can score, but they can't stop anybody because they're giving up like 60 or 61 points, probably like 3 or 4 times. So Hubbard can score. They're going to have to outscore him, but they got to stop Murray. They got to load the box up and stop Murray. If they can stop Murray and hold him to 100 or less, they can win the football game.
Justin?
Huffman comes in tonight behind the 8-ball already without their star running back, Jaden Grant. So that's going to put them behind to start the game off. But through the air offensively, if they're able to get the job done, they have number 6, their big receiver. If he's able to get going, I think they'll be all right tonight, and they'll give Fairfield a tough time.
Brett, what have you uncovered?
Well, what I will tell you is that, you know, after talking to Coach Bivens today, that, you know, yes, they lost their running back. He has with his knee, the, what do you call that?
ACL.
Yeah, so they said he'll be coming back, but he should be all right. However, they are going to have to spread it out. They are still very young. He's like, you know, we've got a lot of young guys on our offensive line that are starting to develop. This is the time to start doing. Now, I will say this for next year, for 27. Watch out for Huff.
Wow.
Okay.
A look ahead. Ray, anything else you want to put on this plate?
Well, Brett knows, he got something up his sleeve. You know, he knows something we don't know. But I talked to Bivens a few minutes ago, and he said the same thing he told Brett. He has like 20 9th and 10th grade.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So everybody was looking for him to do it this year, but next year is going to be his year.
Yeah.
Justin, any closing comments on this opening segment?
On the defensive side, they got some seniors, I think, looking to make a statement on their way out tonight. And I feel like if they come to play tonight, that'll bring the fire for the rest of the defense. And it's going to make it a tough time.
You touched on something there, right?
Steve, and then it's homecoming. See, it's homecoming tonight. It's up to the PA announcer when he got to get them going. He got to make the move. Defense, offense. So the PA man going to be the 12th man.
All right. Well, Tommy Palladino joins us live with more on the Tigers game plan tonight. Tommy?
All right, guys. The head coach is out sick tonight, but we got Coach Howard Ballard stepping in. Coach, you got a young team. Huffman's got a young team here. Last game of the season. What do you want your team to come away from this game having learned? And obviously you want to win, but what do you want them to come away from this game having learned?
Hopefully the guys show good character, come out with hard work, and have something positive going into the offseason.
All right, Coach, you guys beat this team last year, but Huffman's made some strides in this season. Changed the game plan any for you?
Yeah, well, they're big and skill positions real good. So we got to do what we can to try to hang with them. Our guys are young. We're smaller than them, and so school-wise, everything. So hopefully we can come out with a win.
Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Wow. The Alabama A&M Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
Howard Ballard.
There you go.
Absolutely, right?
I like what he was saying. He's saying the same thing Bivens said.
Yeah.
But someone had to give. Everybody can't be young. Everybody young tonight. Somebody going to grow up tonight. And whoever grows up first, that's who's going to win the football game.
Justin.
I got sort of a family ties tonight. Coach Gaines, he's part of my family, married in. And tonight I can't go both ways. I can't be biased tonight. So what I'll do.
You got to go home.
Exactly. So what I'll do, I think I'll take Huffman tonight. But like you said, they both young. And tonight is a chance, like you said, for them to grow. So we're going to see tonight. They're pretty more even than they were last year with the young guys. So I think it's going to be a better game than it was last year.
Brett?
I'm going to keep it very short. We're going to see what both sides, they say, do what it do. That's all we can do.
And then, you know what happens, Steve? So now you heard him interview Ballard, but he's the coach. But the son, Skank, he's going to be making a lot of calls, the son of the coach. So look for him to kind of mix it up, but look for Murray to carry the ball at least 25 times.
Outstanding. Well, we know that it's going to be a tremendous matchup tonight. I'm calling it the October Bowl. We're going to get a champion to come out of here tonight between the Vikings and the Tigers. Well, Brett Oates, let's jump into our final BCS Coaches Poll, because we haven't said it. This is the final football game of the season.
All right, guys. Well, with that being said, watch what this poll has you doing. It's going to be having a little dance.
At number 5 are the 2 and 4 Colonels of Woodlawn, who were accosted last week by the herd of Parker, 63-12, falling 3 spots. To the number 4 position are the 4 and 5 Mustangs of Jackson Olin, who dropped one to the Blue Devils of Mortimer Jordan, 28-14. Slipping from the top of the mountain to number 3, the 6 and 3 Rams of Ramsey, who bodied the 5 and 4 Dragons of Winona in the Rams win 27-7. Jumping back into the coaches poll at number 2 are the 5 and 2 Red and Blue Rams from the north, Carver. The Carver Rams charged through the corner Yellow Jackets 34-27. Rebounding to the number 1 spot are the 7 and 3 Thundering Herd of Parker, who rolled over the Colonels of Woodlawn 63-12.
All right, fellas, how you like this one? Let's start here with my man.
Woo! How is Carver at number 2?
There you go. They moved up.
I can't see that, but I love that 4 and 5 spot. I wish we had where we can compare the beginning of the year to now, because I don't think those guys were down there in that first poll of the year, and I like how it's looking. But Park at number 1, of course, going into this offseason.
Mr. Ray.
Well, I see 4 of them teams going to the playoffs. Jackson Olin, Parker, Rams, Carver. And I like all of them because all of them have a quarterback. And then, you know, Jackson Olin got the running back. But if I'm scared of anybody, I'm going to be scared of Rams. Listen to the quarterback name, Champion.
Yeah, right. He was
Champion. Yeah.
His parents knew something when they named him.
Named Champion. If he can get the ball, he can throw the ball, Rams can go a long way. I like that poll, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Doc, what you got?
Yeah, I like what I've heard so far, beginning with Justin's comments. I mean, yeah, it will be interesting to see because we did not have Woodlawn in the poll for sure. We didn't have J.O. in the poll.
Yes.
And here they are at the end of the season.
Yep.
Now, I would, you know, in the stead of Keith and Mims, I must vehemently protest about Ramsey being where they are. But, you know, Carver scored, I believe it was 36 points last week.
That's right.
So they are a formidable opponent, a formidable offense going into the playoffs.
And then Nephew, he played football. He know the deal. He know in this kind of weather what you do with the ball.
Oh, you run the ball.
You got to run it.
And who can run it? Rams can run it.
You're right.
They got 2-headed horsemen, so
You're
they
right.
can run the football.
You're right.
Yeah, not only that, you know, you're going to see it a lot. You know, and remember, Ramsey started off very slow.
Very slow.
did.
All right,
Yeah.
well, guys, let's move on. Okay, now, on to the final BCS defensive poll. See how this turns
Coming
out.
in at number 5 are the Mustangs of Jackson Olin, who gave up 28 points to the Blue Devils of Mortimer Jordan in their 28-14 loss. Taking number 4 are the Fire Breathers of Winona, who allowed 27 points in their 27-7 loss to the Rams of Ramsey. Stepping into number 3 slot are the 5 and 2 Rams of Carver, who held the corner Yellow Jackets to 26 points in the Rams' 34-26 victory. Staying put at number 2 are the Purple and White of Parker, whose defense stymied the Colonels of Woodlawn in the Bison's 63-7 win. Holding on to the top position are the Rams of Ramsey, who stalled out the Dragons of Winona in a Ramsey victory 27-7.
All right, guys, I know it's a perfect poll, but let me hear the haters. There you go.
Keith Mims would be so happy right now.
Y'all want to text him? Do y'all want to text him?
He's happy. He's watching.
But I love to see Winona get in right here at the tail end of the poll tonight. They had a good season.
They did.
It's great to see them come in. And Park, you got them still at number 2. I think they're going to make a defensive run in these playoffs. It takes defense to win championships, and I think that's what's going to get them in this playoff.
All right, Ray?
Man, hey, it's commitment to excellence. You know what they say. I like the poll because I'm going back to Parker and Rams. Both of them play defense, but Winona, they made Rams kind of change their format last week and made them throw the ball. But when Winona came back, they were slashing each other up. Steve called the game. It was a hard-hitting game I had ever seen. I'm talking about that night there. It was hard hitting. I like that poll. I like the poll.
All right.
And for what you said, Ray, I would have Winona number 2.
Yeah.
I mean, they had Ramsey on the ropes last week, and it was, it was the offense that gave up, about 14 points?
Yeah.
So, but all in all, great poll, Brett. You've done a great job all year with that.
Well, we try to do what we can do.
Well, the high school football playoffs start next week, and we have 4 teams that have made it into the first round. Those schools are Parker, Jackson-Olin, Ramsey, and Carver High School. You're getting a look at them right there on the screen. All right, guys, any surprises on the playoff list? Now, we had 3 last year, correct?
We had 3.
Man, look at that growth. Brett, what you see there?
We have 4 this year. We thought we may have gotten the 5th one in.
Wow.
But we didn't. And that was very close. But you can see the programs, all of the programs here in the BCS, how they've grown over the past 4 years, and they've all improved. Because we knew who was going to be, what I call the usual suspects. But now you're seeing growth in all of these programs.
Go ahead, Ray.
So I see J.O. making a move.
Yep.
And when they brought the coach in, I started laughing because it was a perfect fit. You see what I'm saying? So now they're beginning to make moves. They got to go to Clay, though. So that might eliminate them. But the rest of them, all 3 have a quarterback.
Right.
Because you got Wade at Carver, and then you got Reset Parker. When you got a quarterback, you can run the ball and you can throw the ball. You can win a football game. And just like my nephew, he know what he's talking about, running the family. You know what I'm saying? so I like the 4 teams that's in. Jackson-Olin is coming, and I think Winona going to be there next year too.
Justin?
I believe every team we have in the playoffs has a chance to make it to the second round. Although, like you said, Winona does play. Jackson-Olin does play Clay. I feel like, hey, every dog has his day. J.O. may have a night. Clay may be off a night.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. It's playoff football, high school football. Anything can happen. And like you said, those teams that we got coming up, they're getting their program in.
Yeah.
They're getting that program in, so they're being able to bring out what they've finally been putting together.
Yeah, and when you say about J.O., when I talked to Joe Webb this afternoon, he said when he walked into that room, he saw that they had talent over there. He said, we just need to go ahead and develop, get those guys to believe, and they believed and they bought in, and there you go, just that quick.
Absolutely, and I'm very excited about the potential as you open it up with, Brett, for next year. Because, I mean, we've got Winona right there that's on the cusp, and they can fill up that 3rd spot in their region based on the way that it's set up. So, hey, nothing but up for the BCS.
Yes.
Up next, the much-anticipated Brett Oates will reveal his final top 5 BCS band poll. You're watching BCS Under the Lights.
I'm tired of these women knocking my sandwich out my hand when they see me.
City Schools. Download our brand new BCS mobile app in Google Play or the App Store.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Mary Humphrey, and I'm the instructor here at Huffman High School, the cosmetology department. My students enroll in this program to become entrepreneurs. They can earn their natural hairstyling license here right out of high school. We go on field trips. We go to visit beauty colleges. For more information, visit our website, Huffman High School's website. Come to some of our career fairs where we showcase our talents here at Huffman High School.
You're watching BCS Under the Lights with Steve Brown, Brett Oates, Ray Turner, Keith Mims, Tommy Palladino, and Justin Scott. We are Birmingham City Schools.
Hello everyone. everyone. I hope you are having a fantastic day. My name is Georgina Castillo, and I'm a 4th grader at Barrett Elementary, home of the Wildcats. I have your game day forecast for today's game between the Vikings of Huffman High School and the Fairfield Tigers. The weather is going to be very chilly. The forecast calls for temps in the lower 50s at kickoff and a low of 46. Don't forget to grab your jacket and stay warm out there. That's your game day forecast. Enjoy today's game. Now, back to you guys.
All right, welcome back to BCS Under the Lights. I'm Steve Brown, here with Brett Oates, Ray Turner, and Justin Scott. You got a view from the sky cam of the Martin Vikings coming into their stadium on homecoming. Yeah, look at it, y'all. It's a beautiful sight to see our scholars on display here in the Birmingham City Schools. And how appropriate is it that they make their entrance at this time?
Yes.
Because we said that the other polls were anticipated, but see, this one is the most controversial and debated. So, as the percussions march behind us, there you go. We're gonna give it.
Best band in the land coming in.
Just take it in. Just take it in.
Yes, there you go. Yes. Look at them. Yes. Do they think? Yes. Now, oh, here come the horny horn. So you get come in here. There you go. Yeah. 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 There you go. Looking like Mississippi Valley.
Looking good, kids. There you go.
Hey. As they come in, Look at them.
Man, what a beautiful thing. And they're still coming. They're still coming.
Still coming.
Yeah. Hey, we might as well give it up to them, man. And just to see the smiles on their faces.
Yes, yes.
Gives joy to my heart.
Look at them. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Outstanding scholars. Outstanding.
Here goes my guy, the tubas.
Come on, tubas.
Let's go.
Come on, hustle in there, tubas. All right.
Yeah.
That was right on time.
But I love how the tubas had to hustle.
Yes, that was right on time.
Right on time.
Now, after all of that, Huffman better be number one.
All right, here we go. I don't want any
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Go to it. Let's go to it. I didn't want to read it.
Holding on to the number 5 position are the Dragons of Winona. The Fire Breathers' sound continues to improve along with their field formations. Jumping into the poll at the number 4 spot are the Rams from the north, the Carver Rams. Their drum majors are eye-catching along with their total band performance. Slipping 3 spots are the Rams from the south side, the Ramsey Rams. Their sound for a band that size is extremely powerful and their formations are very good. Moving up 1 position are the Purple and White of Parker. The Bison sound has improved along with the performance of their drum majors. Moving up to the number 1 position are the Invaders from the east side, the Vikings of Huffman. The Vikings have a clean and crisp sound.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's just how it felt. Now, I'm going to say this. OTB on the bubble. We got Woodlawn and Jackson Olin, so they could have been in there, but it was just how it fell. Now, here you go. Let me hear you.
Brett,
remember, you got to go home, Playboy.
I'm with you when you're right. Best band in the land came in. They just showed you guys why they're number 1. I'm with you when you're right. I love the poll. I have nothing bad to say. Keith Mims, I'm sorry.
Ray.
Well, I see Coach Ward over there, the athletic director of basketball coach. He was waiting to see well, he's going to be number 1. So when he got to be number 1, he walked over to the fence. I like the poll. I don't know how Rams are losing spot, though, because they put on a show you'll never forget. But Huffman were right there with them. They were 1 and 2. But I like that right there. But I know the doctor going to have something to say about that.
I'm waiting for Steve.
Well, fellas, I mean, it was foreshadowing. They came in like a mighty man, So if we go back to the competition, it was 1A and 1B with them and Ramsey.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have to give it up to the Vikings now again. In the stead of Keith Mims, I must vehemently protest that Ramsey moved down to number 3. They should have been 1B at number 2. But nonetheless, we have some great musicians in our BCS, some great band leaders, and all of our bands deserve kudos. Great job, Brett.
That's right. You can see all those guys right behind us right there. The purple, not the purple, I'm so you're saying purple and white, but the green and the orange, so they're ready to go. Okay.
Yeah, that was great, man. I enjoyed that. Check out these photos, though. You're going to get a kick out of this. The BCS media team had an incredible opportunity to walk in the 2005 Magic City Classic Parade last weekend. We were excited to show off our BCS media production truck and the team who's responsible for making our broadcast happen. Man, we love our team every week. We get together, and we're already looking forward to next year.
Yeah, they do a phenomenal job, you know, with the sky shots and all of the stuff that they come up with. And
absolutely, and I don't know if you saw the BCS Under the Lights media signs on First Take from Legion Field on Friday in the background behind Stephen A. and Cam.
I just want to say, this schedule, it worked out.
Oh, it did.
It worked out. It worked out. It put us in some games we'll never forget.
Year number 4, man, has been our best year ever. So don't go anywhere. We're about to get into our game day food segment after the break.
Looking good.
I am Dr. Taylor Green. I am the assistant principal at Martha Gaskins Elementary School, an excellent elementary school. And today we are out here. We're excited to celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We have a parade that is going on, and we are honoring our own counselor, Dr. Catherine Bester, who is a 9-year breast cancer survivor. So everyone is out today. They're showing their spirit, and they're showing how tough we are, that Martha Gaskins Griffins always fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are wanting to participate in prayer.
My name is Dr. Catherine Bester. I am the guidance counselor at Martha Gaskins Elementary School. I've been here for about 13 years. Today I'm real full because the pink everywhere, the parade serves as a visual of support for me and for all of those who are fighting this disease, who have fought it, those who have been affected by it, which is so many of us.
I am Dr. Herbert Blackman Jr. I'm the principal here at the amazing Martha Gaskins Elementary School. It's an excellent elementary school. And today we're just taking time out of our busy schedule to celebrate and acknowledge one of our very own staff members, Dr. Catherine Bester, a survivor in her own right. And not just her, but there are others. We just want to, let the world know we're here for you, we love you, and we're definitely praying for healing and for medical research that can tackle what's taking place in this scare.
About 9 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I am a 9-year survivor. Thankfully, before I was even diagnosed, this was a very important cause to me. Little did I know why, but I thank God that I have my village who shows up for me every year, every day. And I'm very thankful to Birmingham City Schools, the district, my principal, Dr. Herbert Blackman, my assistant principal, Dr. Taylor Green. They have really bought into my vision. They embrace the idea of teaching the children about supporting those who are struggling in any kind of way, and it's been a great feeling. Never give up. Never, ever give up. Fight, fight, fight. God is with you. He will always be with you. And every step of the way, you can do this. There are way more survivors today, and this is doable. Don't let the word cancer scare you.
From the Academy of Architecture and Construction to the newly created Academy of Business and Finance, Huffman High School is creating more academic-related opportunities for their scholars to be ready for the real world. This is an exciting time to be enrolled in this academy. It's definitely exciting for scholar Cameron Gordon. Cameron wants to be a business entrepreneur and a clothing designer.
I always admire different silhouettes and how fashion could really evoke an emotion. So I knew that choosing this class would help me get an advantage and learn about the way that this works.
Scholar Ariana Lewis believes this academy will benefit her in the long run.
I want to work in a business area in the bank, taking care of people money and or become a real estate agent, owning my own real estate company, selling houses.
Both of these students are enrolled in Mr. Dorico Tilley's digital media class.
Be creative with the next design. What I want to see is something different.
Mr. Tilley says his class is exploring prompt writing and innovative ways to design and turn ideas into profit. Mr. Tilley is also incorporating artificial intelligence into his lessons. And down the hall in Ms. Blessing Dunn's marketing and career prep class, she's fostering an environment where her students can let their imagination soar.
I try to get them to use their creative skills. So right now we're in our marketing era. So even if that's content creating, flyers, PowerPoint slides, just something using what they enjoy, colors, words, we try to tap into that every day.
What type of feedback are you getting from the scholars in regards to being in this class?
They enjoy it. They always are curious to how to make money. So when I'm always teaching this class, I'm helping you just to grow in any area. So they're always asking what's something they can do to make quick money, and then I'll tell them maybe start creating flyers for football games or cheerleaders, or even senior portraits.
As I mentioned earlier, the Academy of Business and Finance is new to Huffman High School. Dr. Shanique Andrews, Huffman's Career Academy Coordinator, says it took a year of planning and implementation to get this academy certified by the National Academy Foundation.
We did a kickoff this past Friday, and we used it as a recruitment tool and recruited about 40 more kids to be in the academy. So not only are we excited, the students are excited as well.
And that brings the total to 75 students in this particular academy. When you hear the kids talk about how this academy is preparing them early for their career fields, how does this make you feel?
It makes my heart smile to know that we are impacting students' lives. We are exposing them to field trips, internships, guest speakers. It makes a world of difference because now the kids not only know the different things that are out there, we are exposing them to those things.
The students have a big field trip to Miles College coming up. They will be attending a much anticipated financial literacy seminar. Meanwhile, all scholars who are enrolled in the Academy of Business and Finance have an opportunity to receive credentials in all areas of Microsoft. That will look impressive on the students' resumes and future job applications. I'm Fred Davenport, BCS Media.
You're watching BCS Under the Lights, a production of Birmingham City Schools.
Welcome back into our pregame show. Joining us live are the members of the Huffman Booster Club and 2 Huffman Scholars. I'm going to go first to Ms. Danita Taylor to introduce who we have here and tell us about the organization.
Well, we're with the Huffman Boosters, and we have Ms. Trisha King along with Kamaya and Alexia. I may be saying that wrong. And we have a variety of foods that the Huffman Booster Club actually prepared for all of the boosters today. We fed the football team as well as the band.
Well, you have a stellar reputation for providing good food over here, not only to your scholars, but to your guests. Tell us what you have here.
So today we have a variety of foods. Alexiana, I'll let you kind of take that away.
We have a variety of food. We have smoked chicken, we have smoked pork chop.
We have a variety of sides. We have macaroni cheese, we have potato salad, and baked beans.
And then we have your flavored lemonades. We have peach, mango, grape, and sour apple.
We also have a variety of desserts.
And with the desserts all come from the community as well. We have candy apples by Ashley Roscoe, along with the strawberry shortcake, which is a family recipe of my family with my mom, and the apple pie. And we also have the red velvet cake by Mrs. Phyllis.
Okay, fantastic. Tell me about the Booster Club. How do you get involved if somebody wants to get involved, and how long have you guys been around?
Well, I've been doing it about 4 years, and the ironic thing about that is I don't have any kids here. I'm just actually volunteering. So anyone that wants to volunteer, anyone can come out and help us do this. We've taken on, we welcome anyone.
That's outstanding, Ms.
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how long have you been involved with it as well?
So this is my first year
Uh-huh.
being involved, and one thing that I love about Huffman and Viking Athletics is that everyone works together as a community. It's very important for us to do that. So everything that you see is a collective effort for these kids. So we take that very seriously.
Fantastic.
And I love the way you all were tag teaming with the presentation, telling us about it. Well, now it's time for the most important part.
Here we go.
Brett has to taste it.
Hey,
so set him up, somebody.
Hook it up. Just put it in my hand.
Go in, dig in.
All right. You only got to tell me what. And Steve, now there's a pork chop there. And I know you want a pork chop.
I want it, and I'm going to save it till I get upstairs.
Let me see.
But,
let me take a little piece of this.
And while he's doing that, talk about what goes into the preparation. I mean, I know you said some of these things come from local vendors. Is any of it prepared? Who does the smoking of the meat?
Well, actually, the smoking of the meat is provided by our band booster, our booster president, Sister Cynthia, Miss Cynthia Goree, I'm used to saying sister, I'm sorry, along with the sides as well.
Outstanding.
That pork chop was this delicious smoked pork chop.
Yeah.
That is Steve. That's awesome.
It's good.
Awesome
I'm gonna
stuff.
enjoy it. I'm gonna try some of these baked beans. Somebody that sounds like
said,
they're
"Ooh,
good.
get ready."
Like,
Yeah, she
I
said,
know what
"Ooh."
they're going to.
Now, can anybody come and join the booster club?
Absolutely.
Anybody who's out here?
Yes,
Absolutely.
anybody.
If you're willing to work and give into the collective effort, we welcome anyone who's able to do that for us.
I mean, how can somebody get in contact with you if they want to join the booster club? Is there a number that just come up to the school?
It'll be through the Viking Athletics, so you will have to get in touch with one of the directors of the Viking Athletics and then kind of go from there so that you can see maybe what's the best fit for you or where you can fit in.
Okay, so they would contact the school and ask for the athletic department.
Correct. Yes.
And do that. Okay,
Absolutely.
all right, okay. All right,
Well, let
sounds
me
good.
commend you all for what you are giving back to our community.
Yes.
And we encourage you and we encourage you out there to support the Huffman Booster Club, whether you're a vendor, a community member, or a parent. We need you here to support our scholars in the Birmingham City Schools. Well, it's time for me to depart to prepare for the main show. So we're going to leave it here with Brett here on BCS Under the Lights.
It's Christmas in October inside historic Boutwell Auditorium for these excited Huffman High School varsity girls and boys basketball players as they receive some pretty fresh new kicks ahead of the upcoming season. Just how cool is it to have these brand new hooping shoes donated to you all from Hibbett?
It means a lot that, Hibbett believes in us as a team and an organization, so it will give us another push to go hard on the floor.
Hibbett, along with Nike, partnered with Birmingham City Schools and provided the shoes through an initiative called First String.
Last year, we launched our philanthropic initiative, First String, in celebration of Bama and Boutwell, and this year we're bringing it back even better than ever. So in celebration of Ballin and Boutwell, we're excited to host this moment for a second time in our plans to continue supporting Birmingham City Schools.
The basketball programs are also receiving a total of $50,000 from Nike and Hibbett in an effort to boost success on the court.
This is huge. We've been waiting on something like this for a long time, and we just feel blessed and honored to have received such a large donation from Hibbett Sports and Nike. We greatly appreciate it.
Exactly how will this help further you all's programs?
We got some standards here at Huffman High School, and I think the funds are going to really help take our athletic program to a different level.
The ultimate goal of the First String initiative is to give student athletes the best opportunities to succeed. So why not help them do it in style? This season, the girls team will be sporting WNBA star Asia Wilson's A1s.
I love them. They A1s, and she's just MVP, and she just won the championship. It's very good to, go out there and rep her.
While the boys team is sporting NBA star Ja Morant's Ja 3s. Tell me how you like the shoes.
The shoes feel good, they look good. We're going to bring them out. Everybody just come support us. White Nation.
Along with all the cool new gear, One student from both the boys and girls team will
receive scholarship funding for 4 years to help further your education post-high school, and also provide you with an internship and job shadowing here at the Hibbett headquarters in Birmingham, Alabama.
Talk about the significance of this kind of investment in the scholar athletes.
Thanks to the support of these guys here, along with the community, these young people get an opportunity to showcase their skills. So we are so very proud of them. We're so very proud of the support. We can't wait till the season starts.
In addition to the eye-popping colorful shoes along with duffel bags, the scholar athletes also received Hibbett gift cards. I'm Jalen Holloway, BCS Media.
Birmingham City Schools scholars learn to lead and serve. They travel throughout the country and around the world, excel in the classroom and on playing fields, tracks, and courts. The knowledge they gain leads to millions in scholarships. The lessons they learn today and nurturing they receive prepare our scholars to own businesses, star on stages, lead universities and corporations, impact our nation and our world. Birmingham City Schools, success starts here.
You're watching BCS Under the Lights, a production of Birmingham City Schools.
It's time for some basketball. The season tip-off is next Friday night for the Huffman High School varsity girls basketball team as they look to improve from last season. Here with us is longtime coach Lynn Slater. Coach, good to have you here. Back, good to see you again.
Thank you, Pam.
Coach, tell me who you have with you tonight.
Tonight I have my senior guard, Brianna Robbins, and I also have my sophomore forward, Tiara Billingsley.
Coach, last year you guys, you always have a strong program. What do you look to do this year? You have some younger players that's going to be in key positions.
Right.
How do you get them back to the standard that you have always set?
Well, we had to go back to the drawing board and really just let the girls know what our expectations are. We had to roll back and just really look at the things that we expect from the girls, and we talked to them. We had a team meeting, and we talked about the things that we wanted to achieve. So I think the girls are going to buy in this year and really come out and just really work hard on the court for us.
Right. So, Coach, what do you do over the summer to try to build that team bonding when you have particularly younger players coming in, new players to your program?
Right. Well, we spend a lot of time in the gym. We spend a lot of time in the weight room. I mean, we really put in a lot of work. So we're in the gym for several hours throughout the day in the summertime, just really putting in work in the weight room, just really working on fundamental skills. And so that really helps the girls to bond and learn how to work together as a team.
Okay. Well, ladies, either one of you can jump in on this. How do you feel about this season?
I'll go first. I'm so excited for the season. I feel like we have something to prove because everybody counted us out last year. So I feel like we got to show everybody about the hard work that we put on over the summer and to never overlook the Lady Vikings.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the same thing?
I feel the same way. Like, I feel like they doubted us last season. I feel like this season we should bring it back.
Why do you think they doubted you guys last year? What was it that they doubted you? This program has always been at the top.
Decision making, bad passes. I mean, it just didn't look like we was a team.
It looked like we didn't know what we was doing out there. We just looked like scared. We probably didn't think it, but that's probably what people thought like when they seen us play, you know?
Do you guys have to, you ladies now, are you holding each other more accountable out on the floor and off the court?
Yes, sir.
How so?
If we see our teammate being around somebody they shouldn't be around, then we let them know. And then, like, at practice, we going to let them know, like, even if they don't want to hear it, we going to tell them because that's what a leader supposed to do. It's not about how they feel about what you say, but it's about what you say to them that's going to help y'all win in the long run. So it's about, you know, doing what's best and not to sugarcoat anything because if somebody really loves you, they won't sugarcoat nothing for you anyway.
Okay, all right. Well, ladies, I tell you now, so we have a little bit more time, okay? Coach, when you hear your young ladies talk like this, how does that make you feel about your program?
It makes me super proud and it makes me feel like I'm making a difference. You know, my number one job is being a mentor to these young ladies. Of course, we want to win basketball games, but we also want to teach our girls, you know, to do things the right way and to carry themselves in the right way. Character speaks above anything and everything, so it makes me proud.
Okay. Well, Coach, we really appreciate you guys coming here. We really thank you for being here. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
And we look forward to covering you on BCS on the hardwoods, too. Okay? All right. Fantastic. Well, up next, it's the varsity Vikings boys basketball team, and we'll talk with them about their expectations for this year. BCS Under the Lights. We'll be right back.
These Huffman High School Academy of Architecture and Construction students are in the process of bringing life to this tiny home. Now tell us exactly where you all are in the construction phase of building the tiny house and what exactly is left to do.
Like this week, we just put the drywall and the finishing wall and stuff like that. We got all the drywall in the ceiling, got all the walls down. We got some more drywall to put up and stuff, like all the walls in here and stuff. And what we got left, we got to do like the wiring ran and like the for all the power and stuff, all the cables and stuff, the water and heat and stuff like that, and put the rest of the walls up over here.
What specifically do you think you're learning from building this tiny house?
We've been working on this tiny house since like the trailer. Like we really started building it to the ground up, and I feel like I really learned a lot doing this project because like it taught me how to like do the wiring. We had to manually cut these and put all the wires throughout the whole house. Like under all these is wires throughout this whole thing.
Now prior to start work on this tiny home, the construction students collaborated with these architecture students who designed the house inside this very exclusive printing and design room.
That's exactly how it looked with those 3 transom windows. So we had to make sure that we got that.
Tell people what all goes into you all's contributions to the tiny house from the architecture side of things.
We talk about the plugs, the wires, and how stuff is gonna be as far as it come with building the tiny house. When we come in here, it's basically like a sketch. We sketch it out, we look at it, talk about where everything's gonna be as far as the plugs.
Through the Academy of Architecture and Construction, these students have the choice of either the architecture or construction pathway. What is most intriguing to you about construction?
And I always had a passion for construction. Ever since I was a little boy, ever since I was like 10, 9. Because I used to build stuff with my granddad. And ever since then, I like it, it's fun.
This is Terrence Marzette, Huffman's lead architecture and construction instructor. Talk about how architecture and construction students help one another.
They both go together hand in hand, side by side, just like in the real world. Once these students design it, those construction students, they give input in the design so far as the architectural part.
The Academy has a partnership with the National Academy Foundation, along with the University of Alabama at Birmingham, with the goal being to support these scholars in their future endeavors after they graduate high school. Exactly what types of opportunities are available to these students through this academy?
The actual drafting students, they have an opportunity to get their professional certification, as well as an actual certification in the field of their choice, as well as the actual construction students.
Exactly how is being in this academy benefiting you?
I appreciate this class because it gave me opportunities and different things to learn and put on my mind and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying, it really gets you started, like what you want to do with your life and like career-wise and stuff like that.
Talk about how this academy is potentially life-changing for you all as students.
Some students, they might want to pursue a career in construction, and I feel like this class and architecture class, this is a great place to start. Like it gives you all the tips you need to know, everything you need to know, very safe environment, very fun environment.
So now AI is coming into play. So our next tiny house that we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and incorporate it with AI, artificial intelligence.
As you can see, these scholars are already very busy brainstorming ideas for the Academy's next tiny home project as they plan to complete the current tiny home very, very soon. I'm Jalen Holloway, BCS Media.
You're watching BCS Under the Lights, a production of Birmingham City Schools.
It's almost time for that 7 p.m. kickoff inside Viking Stadium as the hungry and relentless Huffman Vikings face off against the gritty Fairfield Tigers team in a game that's really about finishing the season on a positive note. Speaking of positive notes, it's almost basketball season. Here we go. Now, tipping off next week, and with the Huffman varsity boys basketball team is excited and ready to pick up where they left off last season with another deep run in the playoffs. Here with us is head coach Steve Ward. Coach, good to see you.
How you doing?
Glad to have you. Coach, who do you have with you tonight?
I got 11th grader junior Jonathan Johnson, big senior Ken Berry.
Now, these guys, Coach, this year you guys had such a great run, but you always seem to have a great run. All you do is seem to just reload. You never have a problem with reloading over here. What do you look to do this year, and what have you done to be prepared to move forward?
Well, you know, last year we had a deep playoff run. Came up a little short. Expectations were super high, but we just didn't finish. Had about 6 seniors to leave us, but this year we're going to be really young. So the good thing we got Kendrick. You know, Kendrick's 3rd year in the program, right. So you know he kind of knows the expectation and what to expect. So we're expecting him to be a big-time leader this year and kind of get these young kids ready to roll.
Okay, well, Kendrick, just your 3rd year in the program. Now it's all on your shoulders. What have you guys done this summer to think that, you know, to make sure you guys get back on the right track?
I say this summer, we just been working out with Coach D at Be Driven, really getting stronger conditioning-wise.
Okay, all right. What have you been doing this summer? What do you think about this season, and how do you feel about it?
I'm excited for the upcoming season, especially since last year we didn't really get how we wanted it to end. So I feel like as long as everybody just buckle down, do what we got to do, we're gonna get where we're supposed to go.
Okay. Now, what have you guys done this year? And this goes to anybody up here about bonding and making sure that you're back focused for a season this year.
Just keeping everybody in the right headspace, making sure everybody know how important this really is, because we're Huffman, so you feel me? Everybody want to come for us, so we got to be prepared and be ready to get back at them.
Yeah, Coach, what do you do to see that your guys are on, you know, their back focus? You've got a younger team this year, but you have a tradition here. How do you keep that going?
Well, the thing about it is we do a lot of professional development, so we do a lot of talking and teaching and just kind of help the guys understand about the history and the tradition and, you know, the big shoes they got to fill. You know, it's been a lot of great talented players to come through here. And like I said, you know, Peyton Wiggins played for us last year and had a tremendous career, all-time leading scorer, so next man up. So somebody has to reach his milestone as well. And
speaking of next man up, how do you feel about that? Now, the shoes, it's on you now.
Yes, sir. I feel good. I feel like I can take everything and I feel like we can, you feel me? I feel like I can be able to fulfill those shoes and hold my teammates to be able to fulfill those shoes as well.
Yeah. Now, how do you do to kind of groom your younger teammates to understand what we're doing here at Huffman?
I just try to keep them around me, showing them being a great leader, and showing them what the Huffman standard is about and what Coach Wood have put into me. And now that I'm the only senior and the head leader, I got to install it into them.
Okay, well, good, guys. We are looking forward to seeing you guys this season on BCS, you know, because y'all always put on a good show.
Oh, yeah,
you guys always put on a good show. Thanks for joining us, guys. Now, it's time to take a look at this year's BCS all-academic football team. Our scholars are not only excelling on the field, but also in the classroom as well. In order to make this prestigious list, these scholars, athletes, had to maintain a 3.0 grade point average or higher. So it's recommended for the scholars to continue their dedication not only on the football field, but in the classroom so that they can move on and have great careers. But that's a great list right there of all these scholars. But we'll be doing that with BCS, the all-academic basketball team again this year as well. So I like how these guys are getting it done on the field, on the court, and doing their thing. Young ladies as well. So we look forward to seeing you guys, man. Well, now it's that time for this week's edition of We Are BCS, as we spotlight BCS' very own computer wizard from our District Information Technology Department, Mr. Roberto Alvelino.
Hello, my name is Roberto Avellino, and I'm one of the few technology technicians here at the wonderful Birmingham City Schools. So I graduated from the Birmingham City School of George Washington Carver High, and I was part of their engineering academy, which that brought me here today. When I was part of the engineering academy, one of the programs that I was really involved with was robotics. With teacher Dr. Wade, may he rest in peace, because he did pass away, unfortunately. But he was the one who brought more of the love of technology up to where I'm at now. It all started with a laptop that I bought off the internet that had a password on it, and I did not know how to take it off. And I was just occasionally sitting outside, and one of my neighbors, at the time, I didn't know what he was doing. He said that he could take it off with nothing but a USB. And that piqued my interest, and they just led me to where I am now. Transitioning from a student to an employee in the same system was really crazy, because, well, now I get to see my teachers as equals, and certain teachers were even surprised when they first saw me as a technician, like, oh, what you doing here? Any day that you call me, no matter what the problem is, I'm there. If it's after work, if it's on the weekend, even if I'm on vacation, if there's something, or even if it's a system that's down and it belongs to me, I'm gonna keep it going, even if I don't even get paid for it. I had one where the back plate was actually sat on top of a stove and it caused the battery to pop up. The major focus, honestly, in IT will always be customer service, customer satisfaction. Because no matter what you do or who you're working with, if that customer is unhappy, then, you know, it can lead to other issues down the road. Major influence for me would be Dr. Joanne Stevens. She was the person who took a chance on me and actually brought me to her technology department for me to even grow to the point where I am now. It's a point that I didn't even think I was going to get to. You know, a lot of people doubt you from the school system that you're in, but the school system, honestly, is what helped me grow. The teachers there, also the actual heads of departments, they're the ones who gave me this opportunity, and I'll always be very appreciative for it.
You have my number, so if anything, call me.
Oh yeah, I got your number.
Birmingham City Schools, success starts here.
That you can believe. Well, that'll do it for the pregame show. The main show starts now.
BCS Media. From Birmingham to the world. BCS. Under the lights.
From Birmingham to the world. This is BCS Under the Lights. I'm your host, Steve Brown, and we're at Huffman High School getting ready for our final football broadcast of the season. But don't worry, we'll be right here bringing you the best of BCS basketball on BCS Courtside. So call your friends, tell your family to join us on the YouTube channel for the Birmingham City Schools, our Facebook channel. Join us and see this game between the Huffman Vikings playing host to the Fairfield Tigers. Welcome in tonight as we look over up onto Old Springville Road. We see the cars lined up coming into our stadium as we're just some 5 minutes and 38 seconds away from kickoff. And what I'm calling the October Bowl, Fairfield Tigers coming across town to take on the far east side of Birmingham, very own Huffman Vikings. This has been an incredible fourth season for BCS Under the Lights. We've had some amazing games, triple overtime games. We had upsets. We've had games won at the last minute, had a running back to run for over 275 yards and 5 touchdowns. Parker and Hoover to an outstanding game at homecoming on Parker's campus. It's been a great year, but it's not over. And so we're going to get ready for this game tonight. And again, like we said, call somebody. Tell them to join us on YouTube, Facebook. Just all you have to do is Google BCS Under the Lights, and you will find us coming live from Huffman High School and Viking Stadium. Well, joined here by my partner, who I'm going to give a minute to catch his breath and get his notebook open and do all those things that we have to do because we're working hard as we transition to bring you the best of BCS Excellence. And my partner did a great job with the last couple of segments of our pregame show as we are a tag team. what they like to say, what they call us Batman and Superman. Black Bolt and Captain America in the house. But at midfield right now, you have the coin toss taking place. Both teams are meeting with the officials. And this is a Thursday night game. It got cold on us, Brett.
It sure did. It's a little chilly out there. You had to have some people out there with their earmuffs and their gloves and hats and all this. All I have to say is this feels like a summer afternoon in Delaware.
That's funny. Absolutely. It's all about where you're from, which determines how it feels, doesn't it?
Yeah, because as you just saw Jason, he was wrapped up like an Eskimo down there.
Yes, absolutely. Mr. South Alabama born. Absolutely. So they are going over the rules with the guys down on the field, deciding who's going to call what for the coin flip. But, yeah, this is a huge game for both teams. You got a 4A team in Fairfield coming and visiting a 6A team in Huffman.
You saw where both coaches were talking about how young they are. Everybody was seeing what they're going to do tonight. But like you said, both teams want to end on a positive note this evening. Again, I've been impressed with Huffman, even though they're 1-8 this season so far. But I've been watching how they played, and we've seen them play a couple of games this year. Even when they were losing and it was clear that they had lost the game, what I was still definitely impressed with the young men out there is that they never gave up. They played until the end of the whistle. They played until the clock said zeros all the way across. So you never saw any give up on them. Now, for next season, that's my prediction, is because he has kept them. Coach Bivens has done a great job when he first came over here. Now, a lot of people don't know, and this is a really gutsy move that he had to make some calls where he got rid of his upperclassmen. And he went with a team of younger guys to build his program. And now that's what you're getting ready to get.
Absolutely, and they're running out onto the field. And as you mentioned, it speaks to the character of the coach when his team doesn't quit, when they keep playing and keep fighting, even though they're facing adversity. So they've run out on the field, and the result of the coin toss was that Huffman won, deferred to the second half, and Fairfield will receive. And as you also mentioned, Brett, we do have two programs that are on the come up. We know Coach Blevins at Huffman has had a far longer road to hoe. He's had a much heavier lift in rebuilding this program. And as you stated, we have seen signs that they're on their way. Coach Ballard, on the other side, Fairfield has not been in as low a point as Huffman has been in recent years, but he too is trying to rebuild. Now, I'll tell you something about Coach Ballard that I guess Tommy didn't realize. He went to 4 Super Bowls. Coach Ballard was on the offensive line anchoring I want to say he was the right tackle for that Buffalo Bill team with Jim Kelly that went to 4 Super Bowls. He attended Alabama A&M with me. Howard Ballard, an outstanding and phenomenal coach, and it'll be interesting to see what he's able to do with that Fairfield squad. We got Justin on the field as we get ready to put foot the ball, so let's hear from Justin.
No playoff implications tonight, but playoff weather is here. Huffman and Fairfield comes in tonight, both looking for a win at the end of their season. It's a meaningful game just to get a win to carry into this offseason, something to build on for next year. It's going to be a good game. Both teams are evenly matched this game. We're looking for a good game tonight. Back to you guys up at the top.
All right, well, they put foot the ball, and Fairfield fielded it on about the 23 and advanced it to the 27. He said it, no playoff implications, but we've declared this is the October Bowl. The winner tonight is going to walk out here with a lot of pride on their back and a lot to be thankful for the last game of the season.
This is the game where you want to shine. This is where coaches are going to look to see who is trying to step up, who has grown up, that we can start looking at for the next season when we come back here, what guys are learning and where we're going to be next year.
Absolutely. So we see Fairfield in the shotgun. They have 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and a running back offset to the left of the quarterback. He's back to pass. He's looking, he's a lefty, and he throws it away. Wasn't outside of the tackle box, was he?
He didn't seem to be outside of the tackle box, and maybe there was a receiver over there that I didn't see as an overthrow.
And it is a flag on the play. As you look over the sideline, you can't help but see, as we called him at A&M, Big Howard standing over there. He's the largest man on the other side of the field. Is one other guy who we call Mozilla. Those were the 2 largest humans I've ever seen in my life, Big Howard and Mozilla. In fact, both made it to the NFL, as a matter of fact, as linemen. Under Coach Ray Green and a few others at that time. So here we are, 2nd and 10 after the penalty is assessed to the Tigers with the gold caps, the purple pants, and the white jerseys.
Looks like they're picking up the flag.
Okay.
So I guess whatever the issue was, they said it really wasn't an issue, and let's move on.
That's right. So we're going to move on. Pistol formation with tight twin receivers on both sides this time, and they hand it off up the middle. He finds a hole, and the power moves forward for about a 7-8 yard gain.
Okay, I was watching the defensive line over there. They got caught up in where the Tigers of Fairfield, they were pulling their guards, and they stepped up in there and stepped right into that pulling guard trap right there that opened up that hole.
Yeah, that was sweet. You can tell their coach was an offensive lineman, right?
Yes.
Pistol formation again, and Ray has told us about this running back that Fairfield has, but he goes nowhere on that one. In fact, he lost 2 yards by the stout Viking defense. Brings up a 4th down. And one thing that's good about this last game, we get to be homers tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We wish all of our players out there on the field health and goodwill, but we're definitely pulling for the Vikings to close out the season with a victory.
Without a doubt. You know, Coach Bivens has done a really good job over there. He's continued to build these guys, and I think that their program...
Ooh, picked it up on the bounce and took a shot at about the 43. So Huffman will get pretty decent field position, Brett, with 10 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. BCS under the lights. You did a great interview with Coach Slater and a couple of players. Man, I'm excited about courtside. You know?
Courtside's going to be unbelievable. Unbelievable season. We had an unbelievable season last year. I think we're going to see some. One of the teams I think people are overlooking. We know you're going to see the Rams. You know you're going to see Huffman. I'm excited to see Carver. But let me tell you they're young, but I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I want to see what the Parker Thundering Herd are going to do. Because a lot of people are counting their basketball program out this year.
It's going to be interesting. Well, we got a penalty on Huffman's first offensive possession, if it stands, but they backed them up 5 yards. They come out with trips to the right, single receiver to the left. I saw at the Classic one of Huffman's great former players, Jonathan Allen, who's now a defensive lineman at UAB, as they hand it off going to the right, and they get some room, and he gains about 8 yards on the nice run.
Wow, nice job right there, getting to look like the jet that he was going to.
Dylan Craig.
Dylan Craig, there you go, to the right.
We remember him.
Dylan Craig, we've been calling his name for a while. We've been calling his name since 1921. So
he's been one of those warriors over
yeah.
here. 12th grader now. Dylan has been playing all 4 years, sticking it out, and a great running back. Quick he is.
Yes.
2nd down and 7. Dylan Craig, first down.
Steve, I don't know if you saw how the offensive line really came off on that ball, how they stuck on their men. They're making the contact, they're holding their blocks, so it gives Dylan Craig and those guys that crease that they can go ahead and do their thing because they're getting to the next level of the defense.
Yeah, they fired off. We're seeing two good offensive lines thus far in the game. As you hear the stadium DJ getting busy.
Yes, he's going to be busy. Yeah.
10. They give it to Craig again, and he gashes. He has room. He's going. He's stiff on. And he goes out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Dylan Craig in the house.
Did you see the offensive line fire off? And what was more impressive is how Dylan Craig hits that hole.
He hit the hole, baby.
He hits that hole.
And then bounced it outside. 1st and 10 from the 11 for the Huffman Vikings.
You know, earlier, that's what, one of the interviews was the offense, and I can't say enough about the offensive line, the guys who put in the work that don't get their names called.
That's right.
But they put in and said, we've got to hit them in the mouth, and we got to keep hitting them.
It doesn't work without them as we get a stoppage in play. Doesn't work without those guys. We got to delay a game. Wow.
So they're going to take a step back. I don't know who you call that flag on. Does that come off from the coaches not getting the signaling quick enough, or they're not reading it fast enough? But there's really no reason right now at this time of the year to have those kind of calls, particularly when you have the momentum.
So they bag that thing up 5 yards to make it a first. And we got a timeout. This is our first James W. Brown Aflac timeout on the field. With 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the first quarter, the Huffman Vikings are threatening in the red zone. Can they score? Dylan Craig has been dominant. Probably has close to 35 yards already on about 4 carries. He is putting the work in.
We believe that was a Fairfield timeout. Nobody really gave us the indication. Here we go. Whitecap is coming out. Maybe he'll give us an indication.
And the officials have had a great year this year, calling BCS under the lights game. Unlike the consternation in some of the leagues around the country.
Yes.
They're looking to reform the way they're doing things. Kudos to A.D. Pope for making sure we have great officiating crews, and to their directors for doing so. Handoff to Craig. He's trying to hit the corner, and we've got a flag down.
There you go, looks in the area of holding. Yes, it's going to be holding against Huffman.
So they'll back it up again. The Vikings have really put the yoke on Craig so far in the game, and he's carrying it.
Oh, he's more than capable of carrying it. I think before tonight, I think you're going to see Craig bust a big one tonight. Down, particularly, I think he'll bust one right up the middle because the way he runs hard, he runs fast. So I'm just looking forward to seeing him get it. But it's a cold night. It's not cold. It's a little crisp out here. But I want to see him see what they can do offensively.
So, wow, the ball goes back to the 23. We started at the 11, so now it's first, still on first down, about 20. Back to pass, and they call a screen to Craig, and he breaks a tackle, loses another, and
saw that in my crystal ball.
I believe in you, buddy. And there's more Dylan Craig in the house. This drive was all Dylan Craig and his offensive line.
That was a nice setup on the screen play right there, and Craig took it to the house.
He did.
This is what we're talking about, Huffman seeing these sparks for next year. A lot of this is for next year, to see what they have.
You hear the Huffman band, they're queuing it up. And although late arriving, you see the Fairfield Tiger Band coming into the stadium, and the point after doinks off the goalpost.
That's the sound that it made.
So the score will be 6-0 with 7 minutes and 48 seconds. And I'm going to tell you now, call somebody, because you're about to get ready for a battle of the bands. The number one band in our district, the Huffman Vikings, are going to be blowing, and their friendly opponents from Fairfield always do a great job as well.
Now on that kick, you know, you had the punter, or the field goal position out there. I bet you he doesn't hit that pole if he gets 50 kicks. He doesn't hit that pole again like that.
Oh yeah, those things happen. And I want to give kudos out to the staff here at Huffman. Their press box is nice. It's warm. We have room, and we're not elbow to elbow. And I know they didn't design it. They didn't design it, but this is a great press box, and we hope that we can give it justice. But you hear the band. It's on now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's get ready to rock and roll. 6-0, first quarter from Viking Stadium.
Maybe that's what we need to rate next year, the press boxes that we're in.
You talking about making some, I won't say enemies, but I don't know if they'll be our friends if we had to come in on that on there. All right, Fairfield gets it and pushes it up to the 38-yard line. And this will be their second offensive possession.
And we've had some great hosting places in the BCS.
Absolutely. And the boosters do such a great job here with hospitality, whether it be basketball, the cheerleading competition, the football. They are always ready to make sure people feel at home. So let's see what the Viking defense has for us dialed up as Fairfield comes out in the pistol formation. 2 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. And they hand it off, spin move, he gets out of it. Oh, and he uses some fancy footwork to gain 5 yards.
Justin Murray on the carry on that. He did some fancy footwork, number 1 for Fairfield. You saw a nice little spin, but he was caught in the backfield, but he shook him off.
The 5'8", 177-pound nifty runner. We also here Huffman have an award-winning cheerleading group as well that are always at the top as Fairfield hands it off. They try to get it around the outside. They only get about 2 yards, but he slings it down out of bounds. And that is a penalty.
Way out of bounds. You had number 20 who just couldn't stop himself there, you know.
You had him in a good third down situation, and you just gave him a first down.
Yeah, that's one of those things, you got to know when to put the brakes on. It's over, he's out of bounds. And don't, put your team in a bad position.
Absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure Coach Bivens is going to have a conversation with him about that.
I guess the best part for him is that this is the last game, and he he won't have to get dogged out in practice all week.
So they move backwards as the Huffman Vikings have to backtrack.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 from the Huffman 41-yard line for the visiting Tigers. Handoff. Gain about 5.
Now, what I will say about the Huffman defense, they're there, but I'm seeing too many arm tackles. being attempted as opposed to tackles. And that's why he's getting those extra yards. You can see where they're making the penetration, but they're all doing arm tackle.
I agree, Brett.
And he's running right through.
And you can't do that with anybody, but with a prolific back, they're going to break records on you if you keep doing that. Hand it off to him again, and he breaks it, gets a first down. Justin Murray.
Taken down by number 13, Floyd. This is a homecoming environment tonight.
All right, gain up the middle of 5. They're averaging about 5, man.
They're gang tackling on that one. The first one to put it on him right there. Henderson, the 9th grader. Looks like he's playing a little bit of linebacker tonight. Listed as a running back.
Second down. 5.
Second and about 7.
Fumble. Recovered, bad handoff between the quarterback and running back. Fumble, but fall back on it. Fairfield retains possession.
Third down.
Third and about 8. Coaches exhorting their players. And Fairfield gets a James W. Brown Aflac timeout. If you need insurance, call James Brown Accident or Injury Insurance. He can take care of your needs. Call Brown at Aflac. We'll take a break. We'll be back to BCS Under the Lights.
Scholar Athletes of the Week, sponsored by
You're watching BCS Under the Lights, a production of Birmingham City Schools.
All right, we're back here after a James W. Brown timeout. It's 3rd down and 9. Ball spotted at the Huffman 23-yard line. As you hear Fairfield responding, making it very difficult for their own offense right there in front of them. Clearly they're in 4-down territory. Man in motion. Fake the handoff. Quarterback throws to the end zone. And
intercepted.
It is intercepted by the Vikings.
Intercepted. Nice
by the young man.
Tip number 13 for the Vikings on that tip. Floyd. Damari Floyd, the 12th grader, listed as a wide receiver and defensive back.
Well, he showed his hand skills on that one, tapping it and catching it as he was falling to the ground.
Tap drill, there you go. Remember that? You just practiced that.
Absolutely. Great defensive stance by the Vikings. 4 minutes and 4 seconds to go in this first quarter as we see a nice advertisement there for Hardy on the Parkway supporting the Vikings. Thank you, Hardy, for supporting our BCS schools and several other partners up there. We are very thankful for supporting Huffman High School. All right, 1st and 10. Craig. Up the middle, no gain. Second and 10, 19 seconds on the play clock. 3:33 on the game clock for the first quarter. And somebody move. Which way will it go?
Let's see what the guy in the white hat says.
Will he roll his arms or will he fold his arms? And somebody got a timeout. Huffman got a timeout before the penalty, apparently. So James W. Brown gets another bargain timeout in this deal. Call James W. Brown of Aflac for your insurance needs. Riding with us now for the 4th consecutive year. We appreciate you, Brother Brown. Call him at 205-945-1130. Big shout out to Devin Smith helping us out. Devin, the retired BCS media consultant now. What a life.
What a life.
One day that'll be us, guys.
Yes.
We can retire and be consultants. Second and 10 for the Vikings. Man in motion, big receiver in motion, number 6. They give it to Dillon, and Craig gains about 3 yards to bring up a 3rd down. Yeah, that Reginald Jones, I thought that was a big wide receiver. That kid is listed as a defensive end. You know they have a lot of kids who play both ways. He's 6'3", 225. I like to see big number 6. As Ray always tells us, the tight end is always open. They need to go to him and see what he can do. Let the big boy ramble. 3rd and about 7 right here. As the big receiver lines up in the slot. But they give it to Craig with blocking and speed. He bounces it, but he does not get to the line to gain. So it'll bring up a 4th down and about a good 7 for the Vikings. So they very likely will be putting foot the ball here.
You know, you can see Craig with that padding on his headgear. A lot of people might see it tonight and wonder what that is, but that is for concussion protection. A lot of players are now using that, not all, but a lot of players are using that as headgear protection.
Absolutely, it's becoming more and more prevalent. You may recall the entire Mount Brook team had them when we did the Mount Brook Parker game. As the Vikings send out the punt team. Technology to make the game safer for our scholar athletes. (6-0), 2:22 and counting. And they go for it. Wait a minute. So it was 3rd down, guys. The marker was wrong. It was not 4th down. It was 3rd down. So now it's 4th down, and they're going to punt. So they went to a draw on that, which was a 3rd and, oh man, it looked like it must have been a penalty. 3rd would have been about 15. So now we get foot the ball, number 16, Brian Cedillo, the 10th grade, 6 foot, 150-pound punter with the green shoes on. And got a little backspin on it, but it rolls forward. Over into Tigerland. And they down it at the 48-yard line.
So they get out of there, give them a little breathing room right here. Now the defense of Huffman, if they can make a big play, you know, they're on the they are on the southern side of the 50-yard line.
Yep.
It's going to make a big play, but Huffman, the defensive line, they're making penetration, but I want to see them, besides making arm tackles, they're going to have to tackle, put that shoulder in there. And I think you'll see a difference in them being able to stop Fairfield.
Pistol formation, they give it to Murray. He's pacing himself, and he's run out of bounds at about the 48, 49-yard line of the Huffman Vikings.
Rodrin Townsend runs him out of bounds, number 17 for the Vikings.
Second and 6. Murray in motion. They give it to the up back. And he bursts up the middle. Keon Belser, 5'7", 175. Junior. Brings up a 3rd and 1. Seconds on the play clock. They get it off. They hand it off up the middle. It's going to depend on the spot. As you hear the brass bringing it for Huffman. First down. And we've got a timeout, looks like. At least Fairfield's team is over to the side getting some direct and explicit instruction. No, it's not a timeout. They're just doing a little sideline hold, I guess, guys. And the official is saying wind the clock. 20 seconds. Tigers, they're letting it run down. That concludes the first quarter. 0 with the home-standing Vikings in the lead. What do you think, Brett?
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive side for Huffman as they're letting their guys run, you know, they're getting inside and outside. But on the defensive end, they've got to start stopping this standing up arm tackling, because while they're doing that, the running back is still gaining yards. They've got to go down and start tackling him around those ankles. So,
all right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back and get ready for the second quarter.
Birmingham City Schools scholars learn to lead and serve. They travel throughout the country and around the world, excel in the classroom and on playing fields, tracks, and courts. The knowledge they gain leads to millions in scholarships. The lessons they learn today and nurturing they receive prepare our scholars to own businesses, star on stages, lead universities and corporations, impact our nation and our world. Birmingham City Schools, success starts here.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Lyons, principal of Huffman High School, Birmingham's largest high school, the pride of the East Side, and you're watching BCS Under the Lights. Go Vikes.
Outstanding. We're back. 1st and 10 for Fairfield. You just saw the leader of this outstanding institution Fairfield in the pistol. They hand it out to Murray, and he's stuffed.
Brought down by number 4, Tyler Wilson, the defensive lineman, 6 foot, 245.
Brings up a 2nd and 14. Pistol formation. They're riding their big back, and he is taken down again. Denied.
Brought in there by a whole host of black jerseys, but led by number 17, Rodrin Townsend, the 12th grader.
Brett, to your point, you were educating me on why so many of these teams like the black, you know, when it's not in their color. You said the kids just like it. I was thinking about you. I was watching a game Wyoming was playing, and their colors are brown and yellow, and they had black and white uniforms. Like, you get no more off base than that.
Intercepted!
And he has a blocker or two in front of him. Nothing but green. A tiger on his back. And he's in for the touchdown.
A pick 6, you might say, right there. Now, number 52. Too bad we don't have his number listed here. Number 52 for Huffman on the return.
And the boys in black take it all the way back for the touchdown. Right on cue, Brett.
Right on cue, right there.
Is it the black is what did it?
Hey, that's like the old Nike commercial with Spike Lee. It's got to be the shoes.
It's got to be the black. It must be the black.
Morris, what is it? Morris, what was the character?
Right, I can't think of it. It'll come to him.
Yes. But yeah, right on time. Played there. The pressure came on to the quarterback at Fairfield. You saw him try to roll out, and he just threw it up there for catch. And number 52 was sitting right there and ready to return it. And looked pretty good on that return as well.
Absolutely. Mars Blackman.
Mars Blackman. Mars Blackman.
Created and played by Spike Lee. All right, 10:20 to go in the first half, and the Vikings are making a statement. The officials get together. They're taking notes copiously. What could it be, guys, at this point?
I don't know. Was it a celebration?
Yeah, maybe noting some kind of warning.
Let's see what they're talking about with the white hat. He's going to tell us everything.
We know the score stands as they are positioning the T for the point after. Snap, placement, kick, right down the middle, and it was good. 13-0 is the score after the defensive touchdown by the Vikings.
Cedillo with the point after. Gets his confidence up after hitting his first attempt, hitting the upright.
Absolutely, he's gotten his work, a punt tonight, and now a successful point after. Way to go, young man. As you see the replay of the interception, he's looking, finding his way, bobbing and weaving, and with a tiger in hot pursuit, he gets into the end zone.
And there was the flag. There you go. He tossed that ball up.
I love it.
He was happy. He was like, hey.
Yeah, so that penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. That's what the officials were denoting.
Did you say he carried the ball high and tight?
He did.
He carried it high and tight. So he's got some running back background. High and tight.
That's it, buddy. All right, now Huffman will foot the ball from their own 25. It's going to give the Tigers a chance here to have good field position. If they field it clean, they get it to 38. And the about the same place they started their last drive. They're at about the 49.
Justin Murray on the return for Fairfield, run out of bounds.
So let's see if they can get Murray back on track. The Vikings have really focused on him and held him down throughout the second quarter, as opposed to him having those big yards, big gains as he did in the first. I think both of these defenses would be wise to keep their heads on a swivel, because play action pass is just waiting the way both teams have depended on their running back so far.
You're right, Steve. That is one of the things that you can do like that. Now, you know, one of the things that our guy Ray has always been saying is use the tight end. And these, you know, I want to see next year. I think that people are listening to Ray, and their tight end is going to come back into play.
And we know those things go with ebbs and flow. And like you said, someone wise is listening and is going to do that which they see can make a difference. So they gained about 1 yard there. So bring up 2nd and 9. This Viking defense is still standing stout. Dylan Craig out there as an outside linebacker, playing a little middle leave. He's reading. Tries to bounce it back, does the running back. Now he's coming this way. Another loss. That Viking defense is really playing discipline right now.
Jaden Burrows on the takedown, the number 10, the 11th grader, defensive lineman, 5'7", 210. He came in and wrapped him up and pulled him down on that one. Glad to see that they're starting to wrap up now.
3rd and 11. You're right, they heard you, Brett, and they stopped that arm tackle. Back to pass, he flicks it out. That's a different quarterback. Murray gets it, and he's got room. He's got green. He breaks the tackle. He's being dragged, he's picked up. They can't get him down until he gets to the 11-yard line.
Finally wrestled down by a Murray ball.
But there's laundry on the field. And it's not some of the gold of Fairfield. I believe they're going to have to back that thing up. It really looked good, but you got to bag that thing up. Holding is the call. Huge for the Vikings. Murray is a threat.
Yes.
He's a threat.
You saw when he got outside how quick he was out there, but they said all for naught.
And a James W. Brown timeout with 8 minutes and 42 seconds remaining.
It's a Huffman timeout.
Huffman calls it. 13-0 is the score as we head toward halftime in a minute, and what will be, I'm sure, an exciting halftime presentation. We'll take a break and we'll talk to you in a few.
My name is for Caitlin Plaskett. My name is Ian Dean, and we're representing the Huffman Vikes flag football team. And you're watching BCS Under the Lights. Go Vikes!
You're watching BCS Under the Lights, a production of Birmingham City Schools.
You're getting a look there of the Fairfield High School percussions and other aspects of their band here at Viking Stadium. They're in a battle with the homestanding Vikings, the #1 band according to Brett Oates' poll for the BCS.
Trust me, I don't know. Everybody thinks it's my poll. I talk to these band directors. I call them.
Absolutely.
But I'll take it. I'll take the. They make me sound like I know what I'm talking about. I just repeat what they tell me.
3rd and 11. Fairfield puts it up, incomplete. So it's going to bring up a 4th down. they are going to punt.
Now, if Huffman can get a big return on this, that would really set the stage right here for Huffman at their homecoming. Back deep, number 7 for Huffman. Fan, the 11th grader that plays defensive back. Let's see what he can do.
Mr. Fan. .8:38 before halftime.
Delay a game.
And they'll back it up 5 yards.
I think they wanted to give their punter a little bit more room to work with.
Let's see. He puts foot the ball. He kicks a nice one. Fielded at the 30. He's got some room. Brett predicted it. Now Huffman's doing it. And he goes down the side. He's tripped by a finger. Number 99 for Fairfield saved a sure touchdown.
He sure did. I will tell you, gentlemen, the great Brett Deeney.
You on the roll, baby.
I'm looking in my crystal ball.
You're on the roll.
I thought he was going to take it in. Nice break on this. When he hit that sideline, he was gone. Fan, he looked like a track runner. Didn't he? Watch this replay. How he brings it down, and he's outside. He turns that corner, gets a good block, and there he is.
I mean, barely clipped. Woo. They may would have conversed on him about it to 8, but oh my goodness. I mean, that boy got him by the heel. Miscue because of the bad snap, but the quarterback, and he drops it. Now Fairfield has the ball. Wow.
Recovered.
The snap was bad, and that put the timing off, so Craig was already past the quarterback. Quarterback tried to run it, and he dropped it. You just saw it there for yourselves.
Just that quick, how they get it back. Now the defense is going to be back out there to be asked to go ahead and stop the Tigers of Fairfield. Now I think the defense from Huffman is playing really well tonight. They're not, I just want them, as you can see, if they would just stop getting away from the arm tackling, they've been more productive.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Pistol formation. Obviously giving it to Murray, who stuffed right up in the middle.
First one with that contact by all of that's Tyler Wilson, number 12, defensive lineman for Huffman.
7:58 and counting on the 30th of October. Beautiful graphic of the scoreboard right there here at Viking Stadium. Great electronics on display.
Wow, remember we were in high school, you were glad to have a home and away.
Exactly.
On the scoreboard.
Oh, and they bobbled it. The bobbles are in effect right now.
Hits the quarterback directly in the chest. Just couldn't handle it. Had to fall on top of it.
So that's going to make it about 3rd and 20 for Fairfield.
Wow, that was just, one of those plays that just happens. Hitting right in probably took his eyes off the ball. Snap hits him right in the chest and has to fall on it so that Huffman does not recover it deep in their territory.
And only focus can fix that. You just have to have that laser focus when you're doing things. He gets that one, he looks, he throws, and it's bounced around and it hits the ground. Incomplete. So it's going to be 4th down for the Tigers. He throws a nice spiral.
Jackson Jones was the intended target for Fairfield, but he was surrounded by a host of black jerseys on that one.
He was. 11 seconds. They're not careful. They're going to have to bag this thing up. And they get it off. Ooh, they were almost there. He got it away. Fan gets it. Fan has Green in front of him. He's bobbing. Oh, he's popped. They got you with that one, didn't they, Brad? That was a nice pop. So they'll put it in play at the 28-yard line. Mr. Fan, he said, I can take a lick.
He sure did.
So first and 10 for the Vikings.
Fan is kind of exciting to watch him.
He really is.
Return the ball.
He and Craig could make a good 1-2 combination.
Reminds us of somebody else over at Parker who doesn't call any fair catches.
Exactly. Fan, the junior, and he's listed as a DB, doesn't even have an offensive position. Craig, a good false step or counter step, I would say, to the left, and then he went back to the right for about a 7-yard gain.
Looking at the offensive line for Huffman, again, having that contact, staying with their blocks and giving their guy a chance to make something.
I tell you, Coach Blevins can keep his talent, man. You know, I was thinking back, Craig was on several very successful, as you see Craig go in left. He was the lead running back on a couple very successful Little League football teams at Huffman Park. But many of his teammates were playing at other high schools. All of them are not here with him. So they don't have the same chemistry, the same tools they had in Little League.
Nice job by Craig. Craig is doing a nice way. The way he picks, you know, he can see where you watch him. He's very patient with his running. If you watch him, he hits the hole, but he breaks down to see where he can read his block.
And you see him there being slung down.
Flag on the play.
Officials will be watching the yellow flags tonight.
It's going to be against Huffman. Holding. When you see that laundry in that area, it's usually in the context of holding on the line of the offense. And that theory stays consistent. So it is still first down.
15 seconds and counting on the play clock. Oh, Marcus McDonald, the sophomore quarterback, was not looking when the ball was snapped by the center.
That's the second time we've had a miscommunication between those two with Huffman.
Yeah, he appeared to be making sure everybody was lined up properly, and there came the ball to his chest. That one was not on him. And he's just a sophomore. We talked about Huffman and their youth.
Yes.
Second and a little over 20. And they give it to Craig, coming this way. Craig breaks a tackle, lose another one. Got a penalty flag, though.
You see it.
At a bad spot because the penalty flag came in at the first down. If it's at the first down line to gain, if it ended up on Huffman, wasn't necessary.
It's going against Huffman, it looks like.
I was hoping it was going to be a face mask or something.
As they discuss where they're going to be placing the ball right now. Holding again against Huffman. Pulls it back.
Well, at least it doesn't take it all the way back, so they'll still will have gained about 5 yards and get to redo second down. Let's get a good look at Coach Howard Ballard, some of his players and a few of his coaches. Man in motion for the Vikings. Back to pass. He's under duress and taken down. He didn't have a second to blink.
That was a jailhouse break. He's like, you got 5 on the line right there, so we're going to put 7.
Right.
Somebody's not getting blocked.
The brothers coming out of New Orleans at that time, they saw the crack in the fence and they went through it, baby.
Your second favorite English teacher is on his way to the booth.
So it's going to bring up, oh my goodness, 3rd and Chalkville. Since we're heading northeast tonight, give it to Craig. He's going to try to get some of it. He got a chunk of it. He's still on his feet.
Craig is a really good running back. You see how he carries the ball, but he keeps his feet moving? He moves he glides really nicely through the line. The way he keeps his head up, so his vision is really there. So Craig is really nice. That's all I can say. Craig is a nice running back.
He is. He is a bright spot on this squad for sure. 4th down, 2 minutes and 43 seconds before halftime. Both teams have been predominantly running, so the clock has really been running most of the game, not much play stoppage. Handoff to Craig. He's met and wrestled down, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Let's go down and check out the student section. There they are. Our student section is sponsored by 95.7 Jams, Birmingham Hip Hop Station. In their dedication to our community, 95.7 Jams is giving away swag to some of our scholars. 95.7 Jams, the hip hop station. What up, scholars? I like that Birmingham to the world sign.
Hey, those 2 guys on that sign, I think one of those guys is super handsome. I think his name is Steve.
I thought that was the Playboy Brett they had on there. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 2 minutes and 24 seconds before halftime. Can the Vikings keep them out of the end zone? They're back to pass. Went back to the left-handed quarterback. He threw it high. Incomplete. Coach Ballard not minding swapping out those quarterbacks.
Well, this time of the year, this is where you're going to see who can do what. You got to see him in game situations to see who's going to do what this year. You have nothing to lose. This is a time that everybody, it's going to be a gumbo of everybody getting in. We want to see what you can do. I want you to be productive. This isn't a scrimmage.
Right.
This is productive time. Now, all the guys have been talking. Okay, here you go. Let's see.
They hand it off to Murray. Short gain of about 3.
Brought down, first one to hit him there, number 6, Jones, defensive end.
2 minutes.
Defensive end / Jones / defensive end and tight end.
Third and about 7. Back to pass. Run a screen to Murray. Great open field tackle on a difficult kid to tackle. He'll bring up a 4th down. Huffman will get it one more time.
Brought down by number 52 for Huffman.
Fan goes out. We know Huffman gets a timeout to save some. James W. Brown, Aflac timeout.
It's a Huffman timeout.
Give Brown a call, 205-945-1130. I'm checking out the Huffman scoreboard Actually, not only do they have steal shots, they're running commercials. Dobbs Ford up there on the screen with the actual commercial plan. Kudos to the athletic department at Huffman in their marketing. You know, a scoreboard of that ilk was installed recently at Carver about 3 weeks ago. Again, all of our schools getting the latest in technology, being able to present our athletes, our partners, on a high level. Huffman's defense is back on the field. Fairfield comes away from their conference with their coach. Let's see what they're going to do on this 4th down. Looks, they're going for it, Brett. They're going for this 4th down from their own 30-yard line.
This would be what, about 4th and 6?
And they hand it off to Murray. They take a chance, and it pays off for them. They get to the line to gain.
There we go again. Murray makes a good cut, but however, the defense of Huffman penetrates, but again, they're not putting any, what you would say, any shoulder pads on. They're still doing this hand thing.
Murray trying to pick his spot. He didn't get anywhere. "52 seconds.
So at 52 seconds, you know you're telling your linebackers, your defensive backs, your safeties, nothing behind you at this point. Let's keep it 0, and let's take it to the house and discuss it.
And we got another value, another timeout for James W. Brown. Aflac.
Fairfield says, Steve, let's talk it.
Yep.
Over.
Your independent associate representing Aflac, James W. Brown. Call him at 205-945-1130 or email him at j12_brown@us.aflac.com. 29 seconds to go in the first half. Huffman, the home team, with the 13-0 lead. Tigers, ball just made a critical 4th down conversion. We'll take a quick break, and we'll get back when they come back.
I want to be one of the greatest DBs to ever come through Woodline High School.
I want to be the best student athlete to come out of Woodline High School.
Go 2nd down and 9, throws it out to the flat. He stuck it and went outside and got out of bounds after getting the 1st down. Nice jab move inside by number 2, Tyon Clifton. 22 seconds before halftime.
You know, we had the BCS all-academic team announced tonight. You know, that just shows you where we just had our BCS promotion where they were talking about, I want to be the best academic athlete to come out of it. You know, these guys are doing it well on the field and in the classroom.
And that kid has started since 7th grade for Woodlawn. Back to pass of the Tigers. He throws it up, received by Murray. They got the 1st down, but they tackle him inbound.
Wow.
And I don't know if Fairfield have any more timeouts.
Reginald Jones came over there from number 6. Did you see how he came from his defensive end position to run him down? Fairfield calls.
So I guess they did. There has to be their last one.
Had one in their back pocket.
Unless they loaned them some for the 2nd half to use, because they've been calling timeouts, buddy. So with 15 seconds, they're going to put it in play from the 35-yard line of Huffman.
Well, right now, I would say, Steve, what they're going to end up doing is defensive back safe, nothing behind you. Because with 15 seconds left, that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to put it up in the air and try to get as close as possible maybe even close enough if they can't get it in for a field goal.
There he is with his outfield defense. Nothing behind you, says the coach.
So, guys, look out for the bubble screen. Trying to get down the field. And you're going to have to make some good open field tackles. No, none of this arm tackling stuff we've been seeing tonight by Huffman.
Pistol formation. They pitch it. No. Flea flicker. He throws it up to a wide open man who is brought down at the 9. 6 seconds. But the time is going to run out. They got to spot it. I don't know. Fairfield may get a chance. First and goal. Just inside the 10. 3, 2, 1. That's it.
Try to get it down, so I think they were trying to know the time is being called, that it ran out.
So at halftime, the homestanding Huffman Vikings have a 13-0 lead here at Huffman High School, Viking Stadium. We have a tremendous halftime show for you, but we also, before we go there, we're going to have a word with our head coach from Huffman so you can hear about how he's feeling as he goes into halftime with the lead. I believe Justin Scott is going to get him on the sideline, and we'll send it down to them. But, guys, Huffman is saying, hey, we're not going to go out here without a little joy this last game.
Yeah, very impressive by the defense, the offense. You know, I thought that interception return was really something that helped the offense particularly really well tonight.
Absolutely. All right, let's go down to Justin on the field.
You were able to get the run game going early in the first quarter. Talk to me about sustaining that coming out of the second half.
Well, getting the running game going was definitely something that we wanted to be able to establish. You know, in this type of weather conditions, you want to be able to establish a line of scrimmage. So I think we did a decent job right there. But ultimately, going to the second half, we got to just stop shooting ourselves in the foot and make sure we capitalize on every opportunity and then make those adjustments go from there.
Shut out defensively in the first half. Talk to me about sustaining that coming back in the second half, being able to close the game out.
Yeah, we definitely got some guys running to the football, which is what we want to do, getting 11 hats and making the basic tackles. So we want to just keep playing one play at a time and don't get content with anything that's going on because it's going to be a whole new ball game, brand new half.
Thanks, Coach.
Associate Band Director, Mr. King Roller.
Great first half for the Huffman Vikings down here. I don't know if it's the homecoming crowd, but they have it going early in this first half. If they can sustain that throughout this game, they'll be able to leave this homecoming in their regular season with a win. Great game so far. Back to you guys up in the booth.
Thank you, Justin. As you look down at the field, you see the Fairfield Drum Majors, and you get to take a look at their band. Any comments, guys, on what Justin had to say before we let the fans enjoy halftime?
Well, I think he summed it up right there. You can see Coach Bivens very focused on there, and I think he's got to be pleased with some stuff he has seen tonight, you know, on both sides of the ball. You know, little stuff like the arm tackling. Let's cut that out. Let's make our shots on the ball carrier a little bit more with some oomph to him. That's the only way I could put it, some oomph. Put your shoulders into him. Tackle him.
All right, well, we're going to let you enjoy these mighty bands, and then when we come back, we're going to wrap up the first half with some first half stats and get you ready for the second half. This is BCS Under the Lights.
production. Drum majors, you know what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the field as the Huffman High School Beast of the East Marching Band takes the stage for tonight's halftime performance. Under the leadership of band director the maestro, Tony Whitaker, Principal Dr. John Lyons Jr., and Superintendent Dr. Ross Sullivan, the Beast of the East is proud to bring you an electrifying tribute to none other than Chris Brown. Our majorette.
You're watching BCS Under the Lights with Steve Brown, Brett Oates, Ray Turner, Keith Mims, Tommy Palladino, and Justin Scott. We are Birmingham City Schools.
Welcome to BCS Under the Lights. We're coming from Birmingham, sending this signal to the world. You're getting a beautiful view of the athletic facilities here on the campus of Huffman High School with the score 13-0. The home-standing Huffman Vikings in what we call the October Bowl with a 13-0 lead over Fairfield. Ray Turner, talk to us about some of the statistics from that first half.
They've been more in the lawn more than they've been in the air. It's only 100 yards passing because Fairfield have 53, and then you got Huffman with only 40 yards passing, but he did connect on the 27-yard pass to Craig. And Craig have 72 yards in the 72-yard touchdown. So it's the Craig and Murray show right now. Yep.
Brett, what you have to say about that, buddy?
Everything was on there. You know, the defense for Huffman really helped them out with that pick six and brought it back. That really helped them. Now, you know, we're seeing Craig. He's doing his thing over there. The offensive line for Huffman is making the opening so that he can get out there. I want to see Huffman use the ball a little bit more. You have big number 6 out there. Use that big man out there. Have him run down and post somebody up 10 yards and turn and post. Who's gonna stop him?
Absolutely. You're getting some beautiful area views, and that is the homecoming court. Don't those scholars look beautiful right there, representing the best of Huffman and the best of BCS. We had a great time in the Magic City Classic Parade, walking with some of our SGA scholars from all of our high schools and just seeing the crowd and thanking you all for supporting BCS now for 4 years. We were joined in the booth by one of our board members, Board Member Sherman Collins Jr., who was commenting with just how appreciative he was to be able to see this facility and how thankful he is for what our athletes today have to enjoy. Board Member Collins, before we go to second half, you want to have a few comments about what you're seeing tonight?
Hey, I'm just excited to be here. Just thankful for us being on top tonight. I think this is a wonderful atmosphere. Enjoyed the band. The broadcast, you guys are doing an amazing job, and I'm just so proud of what we've able to accomplish here in BCS. I think we were talking about people around the country looking at us. So it's just an amazing opportunity for our student athletes as well to get more exposure. And so I'm just really excited about it. It's a great time to be in BCS, and as we always say, success starts here.
Absolutely. Your boys are playing quite well as we get ready to see the foot go to ball for Fairfield, and it does. The ball is in the air, and it's fielded by the Vikings. And, Brett, there's another good stuff right there. We thank Board Member Collins Jr. for coming out and sharing at his alma mater. One thing I think that makes Birmingham great is not only are our staff members, many of our staff, our principals, many of our board members are examples of BCS excellence, and they have a level of care that can't be surpassed by many others, Brett.
Yeah, I mean, when you're taking care of your own backyard, you've been here, you're going to be more mindful of your own garden than anybody else.
Absolutely. I like the way you said that, buddy. These are
That was
our
poetic,
kids.
wasn't
It really was.
That was. See, that was a Gremlin thing. I just wanted to let y'all know that.
Yes, the professor waxing poetically. 1st and 10 for the Vikings from their own 33. Let's see if we get a dose of Dylan Craig, and we do. Up the middle, Craig. I'm pretty sure he'll eclipse 100.
Oh, he's got to be close to it because we've seen him in the first half break off at least 32 40-yard runs.
Yeah, I believe, Sugar, you said what? 78 yards. Oh, yeah, so he's closer.
And he's a good running back because you see when he get tackled, his feet are still moving. His feet are still moving.
Good close-up of Dylan right there. As they look to the side.
You're going to see him play on Saturday somewhere. He's definitely going to get an opportunity to play. You know, people would say, look at the record, but don't look at the record. They're looking at the talent that they have there. He is a good talent.
They got to bag that thing up, though.
I think it's outside, Steve.
I hope so. And
Yes,
you're right. And Brett, you know, Craig is a baseball player.
Yes, he is.
That's right down.
Yes, he is.
So he may have doors to open there as well. So he may be playing on multiple days during the week.
Steve knows that's a sore point with me and his son, because his son was a phenomenal baseball player, and he gave me the old backhand.
Yeah, he took the football, but hey, you never know, man. I keep telling you, just stay on top of it.
People still ask about your son, Steve. Don't give it up. Don't give it up.
Dad saying the same thing. Dylan Craig for 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. Yeah, we did our time at Huffman Ballpark with actually Dylan's big brother, Desmond, was on our squad over there in Viking land. All right, 2nd and 6. For the orange and green is donned in black today, and no gain to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, see, on that dive right there by Dylan, I thought he was going to get a little bit more, but I was watching the offensive linemen on there. They kind of slipped. Now, they've been dominating up front tonight, and they've been giving Dylan that room that he needs to go ahead and he can do his thing. That offensive line is young. They are sophomores out there. Those are sophomores, and he's got a few freshmen. He doesn't have any seniors on his offensive line that are starting.
And they're young and big. They have good size. Oh, we got a penalty. Craig alludes to, but I think it's going to come back because I believe the motion man started toward the line of scrimmage. I hope not. Let me be wrong again. Let's see what we got. Great halftime show by both bands. I don't know if we got a chance to say it. Definitely the homestanding best band in this land. The Huffman Vikings showed us why as the football team backs it up.
As you see the guys, the stripes get together and discuss it, making sure they get it right. Here we come. Yeah, it's going to go against Huffman. Illegal procedure. So they're going to go back and called it.
In Birmingham, Alabama, expecting the first frost of the season here in North.
That's your time of the year. I don't like it whatsoever. I don't like this whatsoever. I want it to be 80.
See, you grew up being cold. I grew up being hot. So
I grew up in that cold. I don't miss it. Oh, there's.
Oh, took him down. Took him down.
Slung him down on the turf.
Board member said it in our off-line comments. The Vikings have, done a number of things to defeat themselves on some of these drives. They start out, get a good gainer, and a lot of times they've had penalties, or they really could have even a larger lead than they do now.
Yeah.
So let's see what Fairfield is going to be prepared to do. They got a dangerous return man, Justin Murray. Their outstanding running back is back there waiting to receive this kick.
Nice kick.
Yeah. Oh, and he dropped it.
Drops it. Oh, looks like Fairfield.
Fairfield, well, Stripe is saying no. He's closer than us, guys.
As they unpeel him.
He is in the arms of the Fairfield player.
As Fairfield recovers.
Woo, that would have been huge for the Vikings. But the defense has played well. They have the shutout. So let's see if they can maintain it here to go out.
There we are right there. Who's tuning in for us from Roosevelt, Eleanor Roosevelt High School in Maryland, Greenbelt, Maryland.
Kudos from BCS Under the Lights.
Yes.
First
that
and
is
10.
Coach Dillon at Roosevelt, Eleanor Roosevelt, checking us out.
Pistol formation, Murray has room, and he just goes out of bounds. Murray is one that I think, let's see, he's a senior. He's another one of the Saturday picks, I believe, Brett.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're seeing some guys that have some skills that are going to be playing on Saturday.
And what I want us to work on this offseason is to really put us together a directory, if you will, of where our kids are. Because, I mean, any given night, man, you got kids playing, you know, on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, you know, Conference USA, MAC Conference, SEC. You know,
and you didn't mention the SWAC? How did you not mention the SWAC?
It was coming.
Now you're getting under my skin now.
I'm sorry, brother. You're right. Don't pull my SWAC card. Oh, he stopped. Oh! Nice move. Nice move by Murray. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, they had him dead to rights, and he said no.
Wow. I think he broke that guy's ankles.
He did, man. 2 of them.
Ooh.
You know, the guys that can do that, I'm just watching the kid walk off like a detailer at Winona. Lewis at jail, they just have that I know I can do this about
Have a flag on the play?
Oh, and he's running. Hopefully that'll come back.
It's in the, looks like offensive line hold as they get it, the official call.
And I actually saw DeMonzia Taylor Saturday morning at the parade. And I told him, kids, you put your all in, man. You laid it out for your team. We definitely enjoyed watching you.
I don't see Vivens fuss a lot. He's heated right now for some reason.
Holding against Fairfield. So they're going to back them up. Yeah. Yeah, you saw that. Yes, he was coaching. He was coaching hard right there. And he saw something he didn't like.
Yes, he was all over him.
6:59 remaining in the third quarter from Viking Stadium. As the homecoming court goes by and greets the fans on homecoming here at Huffman. You mentioned Andre Smith, Ray. Who are some of the outstanding ball players from Viking land? As the quarterback keeps it and gets out of bounds, almost a late hit there.
Well, you see, you had Sticks. You know, I working at Huffman. Sticks lined up the crowd because it was like over capacity, but you still had a line outside. That's what he brought to Huffman on every night. You know, him and Cousin played up there one night, and it was sold out.
Wow.
Yeah, Cousin was playing, but then it was Irwin instead of center point.
2nd and 12. Murray's out here at receiver. Keep your eye on him, guys. I'm sure Coach Blevins is saying the same. The back to pass, the lefty, and he's caught, but no, he gets it away. And off and running is 4. And he bowls over one man and is taken down a yard short of the first down. What a nice play.
Nice play, nice running, but again, not really good tackling by Huffman. They had him several times in the backfield, and I know these guys are young, but you got to hit that weight room. If that's not, you got to start eating them weights, man.
3rd and 1 after the Keon Belser reception and run. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right. They give it up the middle. He gets through. First down, Fairfield.
Taken down by number 20.
I smell another barn burner, guys.
Yes.
A score here. We got a 1-score game. The kids have not disappointed all season. I feel it coming, guys.
Yeah, but Clark on that last play taking him down for Huffman.
1st and 10. Timeout. And that's a Huffman. Huffman called that timeout. A James W. Brown Aflac timeout. Give him a call at 205-945-1130. or email him at j12_brown@us.aflac.com. We'll take a break and we'll come back. It'll be 5:12 to go in the third.
My name is Jacques Dean. I'm the construction instructor at Huffman High School. Our students are able to earn actually 3 credentials. They can earn a Home Builders Institute core, which is the beginner class. Then they'll work towards a carpentry one. And the third one now we're doing is the cabinet making. The huge benefit of these credentials are they open the door for our students when they apply for jobs. For more information, reach out to our counselors at Huffman High School or visit the Birmingham City School website.
You're watching BCS Under the Lights, a production of Birmingham City Schools.
College and career readiness is what we do here in Birmingham as Fairfield passes and is incomplete. Man, did you see that cabinet work, Brett?
Wow, that was phenomenal cabinet work.
Wow.
That was phenomenal cabinet work.
And these are the kind of skills that that again lead to career readiness. Leads to you being able to get through recessions when you can do things with your hands. And
I was going to say that, Steve, right there. When you're working for yourself and you've got those skills.
Yes, indeed. And then you combine that with the academic teaching we're providing, you can become a very successful businessman. Like so many, we need some successful defenders here to stop Murray, though. He gets down to the 8-yard line.
Too much by Huffman defense trying to rip the ball out as opposed to tackling.
Yes.
And you just saw that on that last play, and it's very frustrating, I know, for the coaches to see it because we see them, they're in position, but they're not tackling.
First and goal. 4:45 and counting. The score would make it a one-score game. Quarterback keeper. Oh, they about to rip the ball from him. Now they rip him down for a loss.
That was good tackling right there, Bray. That was gang tackling.
As gang tackling looked like they were hugging him to the ground.
As Ray Turner speaks up for the Viking defense.
Hey, man, I'm going to be honest. We've seen guys who are tackling at these other schools. This is just not
Chris.
There you go. That's a good way to be political about it. But yes.
Yep. Brings up a 2nd and goal.
And I can
for the
see
Tigers.
They weren't in position, but the guys are getting in position.
Hand it off. No. Fake the handoff. Play action. Incomplete.
There you go. Nice job, defensive backs. Way to pull his arm down. That's how to break it up.
3:43 to go. 3rd and goal. The Drama Bills at Viking Stadium.
3rd down. All right, Huffman defense. Here we go.
The crowd exhorts the team. It's the formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left out wide. Handoff to Murray. He cuts. He's brought down. Brings up the closed fist, man.
But I think they're tackling high. See, right then they went low. They went low right then and they brought him down. They're tackling high.
It's like they're trying to get a fumble, trying to rip it out as opposed to stopping the runner, you know.
The turnover and not the tackle.
So is this 4th down, Steve?
This is 4th.
I'm trying to get the crowd into it. The crowd need to make some noise. The PA man need to get on make some noise.
Band should play, everybody.
Yes.
Quarterback trying to go. He's not going. He's brought down. Turnover on down. The defense stand. Great job by her.
Nice job. Nice job.
Defense. It won't show up in the stat book. But when Bivens called timeout, it kind of slowed Fairfield down because they had him reeling. But when he called timeout, they caught their breath.
That's coaching.
coaching.
Yes,
That's coaching.
That Ray Turner
There
boy,
you
he breaks down every element. I was thinking about Ray the other day. I said, I'm going to get Ray to come over and look at my math and reading data and tell me what he sees. Go ahead, Ray Turner.
Yeah, he made a good time. That was now he just didn't waste a timeout, and he proud to say the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. If you don't know, Ray Turner, journalist major, very meticulous researcher, and we definitely hear it in this commentary. Great job, Ray. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Did some writing for AL.com, didn't you, Ray? And Post Herald?
Birmingham Post Herald.
There it is.
Don't put them over there with AL. They won't cover Birmingham.
So you with the they don't, do they?
We don't need them now.
BCS Under the Lights and the BCS Media Department covers Birmingham these days. So yeah, you were one of the real newspaper writers, eh?
We got the drone going now. We got everything going over here now.
All right, 2nd and 12. .222. Oh, bad snap. The 3rd bad snap of the night. Now, that's what I'm frustrated about, Brett.
And it's hitting him in his hands. Now, that's no excuse. I don't want to hear that he's young.
Yes.
Now, you've been playing this game now. You know, the ball is hitting you in your hands.
I don't think he was ready, Brett. I think he was getting everybody lined up. Maybe we could get a replay here. Whatever, it shouldn't have happened.
It should not have happened. Again, I don't know what's going on with him, but he needs to pay attention. You can still do 2 things. You can watch what's going on and direct.
Yeah.
His head is looking at him.
Man, it's the first night of a frost, man. That man fingertips are cold.
Frost, you guys down here in the South talking about frost. I got some frost for you. Do -13.
Hey, Brett has some ice up there, you know.
Man, I don't even like ice in my drinks. No more.
Murray, straight up the gut.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, and we got a 1-score game. The Drama Bills.
Got a football game now.
The Drama Bills, 13-6. Now let's see, one of our critical fulcrums of evaluation is the kicking game in the Brett.
I think they're going to go for 2.
Well, they've got the T out there. Yeah, they're putting it down. So good for you, Fairfield.
I love the kicking game.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Particularly this time of year going into the playoffs. You won't go far without the ability to get the extra point or the 3. And it's up. It splits the uprights. It's good.
There we go.
13-7.
Wow.
Don't go anywhere. We've told you this entire season has been nothing but exciting football, and it's not going to change tonight.
Like every time we show up, we got to show them.
Hey, what is it about the bright lights? They play for them, eh?
There you go. Thursday under the lights.
Yes. You all should have heard our guy Fred Fluker in the parade. He was riding in the truck.
Birmingham, I heard it.
Nice replay on the touchdown. Let's see it. Remember I talked about the demeanor. Look how unfazed he was. No celebration. He just got to put the ball down. That's a dangerous ball player.
Because I've been here before, and guess what? I'm coming back. That's what he's saying.
Exactly.
All right, now the Huffman offense will get an opportunity on this with 2 minutes in the 3rd.
As Fairfield foot the ball. Endo ran, fielded. Andrew, fan. Where the fan at? There he is. Get to the 40-yard line, Mr. Fan.
He has been exciting tonight on these returns. He is dangerous.
I mean, he might have 100 in return yards.
He's got a, wow.
Nice.
Nice return. That's what the Vikings needed right there to try to get them moving.
They really did. Brett, speaking of Fairfield, I was over in Fairfield the other day and had a chance to see the renovated Willie Mays ball field. Have you seen it?
No.
Looks good. MLB went over there and they have a turf infield. the stands have been painted, and it really looks good. We're going to have to get us a photo of some over there on that historic park, named for one of the best baseball players ever.
See, now that Huffman is becoming one-dimensional.
Yeah.
They're becoming one-dimensional in Fairfield. You can only run that so long until they're just going to tell you we're going to stack the box.
Well, I got to correct you. They've been one-dimensional all night. Has anybody run the ball other than Dylan Gregg?
Yeah.
And then they had a one pop that the pass 27 yards, and then they had a 6 yard. So they really like got 33 or 40 yards passing all night.
And those passes were to Dylan, weren't they?
Yes.
And as Brett said, put that thing in 6 gut. Let's see what that big 6'3", 225 kid can do.
That's right.
And this is a crucial drive. Fairfield with a bit of momentum, but now they just helped the Vikings with the penalty. Vikings want to score here in the third quarter with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. They want to put room between them and the Tigers. Speaking of Tigers, kudos to the Grambling Tigers, Brett's Grambling Tigers, coming up with a huge win over Jackson State this past weekend.
In Las Vegas.
In SWAC action, yes, and that was, oh man, they turned Las Vegas into a SWAC town, didn't they?
They certainly did.
I saw some of the video, the bands, the fans, and the ball game in Alliance Stadium. Man, what a great opportunity, and as you alluded to, some of our kids were out there enjoying.
Yeah. So, you know, they had years ago was called the Silver Dollar Classic.
Okay.
Out there, and I don't know why it went away. I went to that one several years ago. That was a Grambling, and I believe it was Jackson State again.
Okay.
But that was several years ago. But there are a lot. I don't think people realize.
Oh, 3rd and 9. He tried to get it to our guy, Brett, the tight end,
He
right?
did.
And he couldn't squeeze it.
Maybe that's why they don't throw it to him.
My thoughts exactly. All right, 4th down. And they're going to play field position, which I think is a wise coaching move right here.
Yes.
I think Grambling hurt Jackson State feelings because they was all pumped up like they couldn't be beat.
Oh, well, Jackson State, we were 20-point underdog.
Wow.
And it seemed like Grambling, they were a better team.
Yeah, I mean, Jackson was coming off of that defeat of Alabama State, who is a formidable program, as my Bulldogs found out this past weekend.
Yeah, they did.
You know, without question, I'm still pulling stingers out of my hide. And we got that punt off. Nice punt. And they're letting it roll. Good decision. So they'll start it on the 18 with just 4 seconds remaining. Before we get to the 4th quarter, the Vikings in a 1-possession game.
1 possession, here we go.
Drama on BCS Under the Lights once again. You hear the bands getting crunk up. They realize, hey, this is about our last time now. We won't be able to get the band together again like this until it's alumni night in years to come.
Yeah.
You can see them lining up, man. Down there now. 4 seconds left. You think you take a quick little pop or just try to run out that 4 seconds and take it into the 4th?
Murray's going to get the football. There's no doubt about it.
Flag on the play.
Now, offensively, it seems that Fairfield has a little more offensive diversity because they can go to 4. He's been effective. They have Murray. And I just reminded myself, we got a flag now. Was that delay a game? No, they're calling Fairfield's clapping. But I was just reminded, I had forgotten that one of the touchdowns for Huffman was on the defensive pick 6.
Yes.
So from an offensive standpoint, Florida may be winning the pure offensive battle, but their defense has done a great job, the Vikings that is, to keep the Tigers at bay. Can they keep doing it? Now they have a 1st and 5, guys, as a result of that penalty. Handoff to Murray. And he loses yards. And that's the 4th quarter, guys. Here we go. Down the stretch we come. the final quarter of the Under the Lights season for football, unless we have bonus time. And we'll be rolling out the round ball. You know what's so good about basketball is that it's twice as many teams because you got boys and girls, you know?
Yes.
And I love that the nightly doubleheader we get to show and we get to see. Let's go down to Nikki Seaborn for her special segment.
Hi, guys. We are here at Huffman High School tonight with our fan of the game. Fan, introduce yourself.
Hey, name's Anthony R. Bakes Jr., Huffman class of 2001. Go Vikings.
All right, guys. Class of 2001, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So are you here supporting someone tonight?
Number 50, Jaden Bates.
Say that one more time.
Number 50, Jaden Bates.
All right, he's supporting his nephew, number 50, Jaden Bates. So, all right, that's our fan of the game. Steve, Brett, back to you.
Seaborn in the house.
Great job. You see his swag bag there. And kudos to the 2001 graduate coming back on homecoming night to see his nephew and his alma mater get down. Murray to the right. Murray's taken down. Loses yards on the second and short. Yeah, both teams have put their feature players on display tonight. They put the yokes on their shoulders and said, take us there.
On that takedown was Kevin Hill on that tackle right there. We haven't called his name much tonight. That was a big stop right there.
You see the Vikings breathing out the condensation on this ice cold night. At least only from the perspective it's the coldest night so far, Brad. I know it's not really cold, but we'll let the people wear their fur coats and leather outfits just the same. Back to pass on the Tigers. He's under duress. He throws it, and he throws an interception. And the defense steps up again, and they go down at the 3-yard line.
Javon Henderson, number 30 on that reception, 9th grader.
Wow.
That's the third interception of the night for the quarterback.
The defense have stepped up.
3 interceptions.
And they say, Dylan Craig, we got your back. You the front man, we got your back.
Nice job on that return.
Huge
by
play.
The defense. And he was trying to get in. You know what I mean? Everybody's trying to get in. Nice job by the defense, staying at home, not being drawn in on that one. So those linebackers and defensive backs stayed home and followed the ball and made sure they were in the correct position.
Very disciplined play by the defense. Because see, had those guys pursued, that boy would have been wide open.
Yeah.
So they stayed in coverage, and the result, interception. Let's see what the Vikings dial up. They give it to the man. He follows his blocking, and he's escorted into the end zone for the touchdown.
Very nice job to get over on that tackle side. You know, they collapsed on him. The offensive line just pushed him out of the way, and that got him in there.
Dylan Craig for 6.
That's his second one for tonight.
And that was a huge one that gives the Vikings some breathing room, and now it's no longer a one-possession game. $10 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. In the land of green and orange.
Or as I like to call them, the invaders from the east.
I like that.
The Vikings.
The Vikings. And the boot is up, and it's good. Making the score 20-7. The homestanding, homecoming, celebrating Huffman Vikings are in the lead. Congratulations, Huffman. But yeah, we get ready for basketball season on BCS Sports side. Man, it's going to be something special. And one innovation that we brought in last year was the coaches camp. You know, one of Keith Mims' great ideas. And as you see, the interception replay. Nice focus by number 30. Javion Henderson. What a play. Great job. He shut down the drive by the Tigers.
As we come back to live play.
Complete game so far by the Vikings.
So far. Now, you've had two setups by the defense for the offense.
Yes.
Now, I want to see if the defense gets another stop. But the offense, I want to start seeing them click.
Yeah.
Now.
All right. Foot the ball, and there's a squibber. And he fielded it like a shortstop, but he was shrunk down by the Vikings.
By number 14 on that one right there, Jimmy Shields, the 10th grader. You see what I'm saying? We're calling 9th, 10th.
Yes.
That's who the guys you're seeing being called tonight. So he has a young team that have been playing together now 2-3 years, because some of them played in the 8th grade.
Right.
See, it reminds me of going on a basketball team, because you remember they were playing all 9th graders. And see, now the juniors.
Yep.
And now they probably be one of the best teams considered to beat between Rams and Huffman.
I can't wait to see him with Brendan Davis,
Yes.
Roger Taylor. I remember him from last year. How can we forget him?
And then the thing about it, Steve, all of them come back again next year.
And wait a minute, who's the big man? The freshman, he's a sophomore this year, as we see the Tigers coming out in the pistol formation, almost tipped again. They get it to the flat. Oh, picked him up and threw it down. Gain him 9 yards on that one,
Yeah, nice wrestling move, but tackle him.
Hey, to your point, right?
Tackle him. You still gave up too many yards while you're trying to WWE him.
2nd and 3. 10 minutes. Handoff up the middle. No. No game.
Sound like Steve ready for basketball.
And there's a flag.
Oh, we got a flag.
Well, that might be a... Trying to see as the officials are discussing what's going on and where they're moving the ball.
They do a great job of collaborating, for sure. Dead ball, personal foul against the offense. They bag that thing up one more time. So that's going to make it 3rd and about 18.
Marching the ball back 3rd and long.
9:57 and counting. Pass it out to the right side. It was complete.
Complete, but shut down by number 13, Floyd, on that corner shutdown.
Yeah, that was a good play by the defender. It's going to bring up a 4th, according to the marker, 4th and 10. As what Robin, I think was it Robin Williams, gotta go. At this point of the game, 9-13, down by 2 scores. Back to pass is 3. That rush is in there again. He gets it up top, and somebody caught it.
He's got it.
Wow. He threw it in the midst of 5 players, 2 his and 3 from Huffman, and it dropped in. What a completion.
Now that should never happen.
Number 3 is a gunslinger, isn't it, boy?
He's a gunslinger.
It looked like a Hail Mary, didn't it?
It did. Here's the replay.
You know, as a defensive back, you see this coming.
Oh, no, that wasn't that play now, but he keeps it. We're back to live action. He runs for a 1st down. Little pockets of success coming in for the Tigers. The yellow hats.
As you see, they're trying to stretch the field out a little bit. Now, this is where I think they're going to see a little bit more air play. That's their passing.
And on that cue, Murray takes it up the middle for 10.
There we go again with the arm tackle, and you see what happens with that.
Still tackling high.
Still very high.
Yeah.
Murray gets up, holding his side. Hope he's okay. He's not trying to go out the game. But he might need to the way he's posturing. He seems to be growling. He's hanging in there. Offset to the right of the quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Man in motion. And they give it to the motion man. He cuts it up and gets about 6, 7 yards. Got 8. Kept going.
The defensive end, they make the penetration on that. You saw on that last play.
There's the Huffman band. You see one of the homecoming court members up there on the snare drum with his crown on. Go ahead, King. Multi-talented scholars we have in Birmingham. Fake it to the motion man. They give it to Murray, who falls forward. And somebody's helmet came off on the field. Beautiful sound coming out of the #1 band in the land. The Vikings. So, Brett, since they were the best band for the last poll, does that mean that they keep that moniker until next season in the first
Well,
poll?
we'll see what happens in the summer.
Yes. Okay, so they are the undisputed champs for the offseason. Quarterback rolling right. He gets the first down and scuttles on out of bounds. Stop the clock with 6 minutes and 38 seconds.
See what Brett, what we did with BCS video, we made them come out with shorts and go right into uniform, even though it's hot. Because usually they'll be hot, they'll be in their shorts, they'll be in their sweatpants. But they got away from that for a minute or two, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody wanted to do what?
Look good. Yes, sir,
Yes,
and
sir.
they did. They
yes.
did. Kudos to all of our band directors, their support staff, the sponsors. You know, band is one of those activities that has so many volunteers as the defense closes in on the first and goal with no gain. 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Now, we're talking about that, but we need to talk about what's coming up. We got these playoffs.
Playoffs?
These
playoffs?
The playoffs are coming up. We have 4 schools in there with this the playoffs coming in, which is phenomenal for the district.
What we got, buddy?
Here tonight. So you've got those who are in there.
Let's talk about them one by one. Let's talk about them one by one.
All right, we have Parker that's going to be going up against Oxford.
Well, I'll let Steve tell you what they need to stop doing. What they need to stop doing.
They are going to have to stop getting offensive penalties because now it's time to play clean, mistake-free football if you want to repeat as state champion.
Yes.
And other than Parker, the next team up,
Ramsey,
the Ramsey Rams. Sugar Ray, you talk about them?
I like Ramsey. And the extra week, this week they got a bye. They had a bye because one of their guys is hurt. Chase Hope, he's hurt. So he's gonna be ready for next week. But see, Ramsey can run. They can beat you any kind of way. And I told you earlier, the name of the quarterback, champion.
Now, they've got a bye this week, so a lot of guys get the rest.
Yes, they get the rest.
But they go up against Jacksonville.
Okay.
Well, a lot of teams have beaten Jacksonville, but I'm not impressed with Moody. And I think if Rams went in after Moody, they can beat them because Rams is a physical football team. Because they want to run it. They can beat you in the trenches.
All right. Then you got Joe, led by Joe Webb.
Run the football.
First time that he's been between 3 and 4 years.
Well,
I want to make
sure.
You
talk about number 5.
I wanted to see about 3 or 4 years ago that they were in the playoffs. He's saying that Joe Webb was saying that, when he walked in and took over the program, that he saw a lot of talent in that room, but they had to make sure that they understood the commitment. They understood, and he had guys that bought in to that right there. So this is what's going on. So you have that. That's very good right there. And then you have your guys from the north.
And I'm just like Steve with them. They got to stay disciplined. They played around and they got out of the character. But they have a quarterback, Wade. So if he can make some plays, then a running back, and Carver can play some defense. You remember they right there with Ramsey for a minute or two before the undisciplined started. And they had over in that game, they probably had 100-yard worth of penalties.
Well, Rod Carson was saying that, when I asked him, was he surprised that his guys were able to do that? He said, no, not at all.
No.
He was not surprised at where they are. They got, he saw the vision. The kids bought into the vision. And then they started to have results, so they saw their success. And they saw that in game one. Now, so when you're building a program like that, now you see these guys doing it. They're doing it.
Well, if Carver look in the mirror on defense, they remind you of Winona because they're going to tackle, they're going to play physical. And what happens is they beat Corner. Remember, Corner was the top of the top team over there, but they beat them. So they can get up and play. They have to stay disciplined.
All right, back to live action. Our injured player was helped off the field, and we certainly lift up prayers for his full and complete recovery from his injury. Fairfield put the ball in play. They're trying to press in to score. They hand it off up the middle, and it's stuffed after about a 4-yard gain to bring up 3rd and goal. Yes, Carver will be playing St. Clair County.
Steve, I think you kind of like Carver a little bit.
I love all our teams. I do definitely like Carver because, again, he's one of those. Carver and Coach Carson is one of those programs that we've seen grow up from being a baby, if you will. Like we talk about J.O. now, we've seen them come up. Well, we were looking at Carver 3 years ago saying that Coach Carson, is on the right path.
He got him on the right path. He right there now.
And for them to take another step this year, as we see Fairfield pass it out to the right, and a great stop, game tackling Brett. Coach Brett ought to be happy about that one. They didn't take him to the ground, but they bet at him.
This is where you got to stop. The rubber meets the road right here. Stop trying to, if the ball's going to come out, it comes out, but let's stop the runner. There's too much of this grabbing at the ball right now. I get that you're trying to cause a fumble, but this guy is still moving his feet as you're still trying to pop this ball out.
And Huffman is not out of the woods by far. A score here, and the way they've been mishandling the ball, I mean, hey, Fairfield has hope with the score. Shotgun.
I think Huffman coming.
2 receivers to the left. It's been effective for him.
Here
they come.
Yeah.
But he throws over another interception. Another interception.
He got some room. He got one man to beat.
And he tackled Brett. I know you love that tackle.
That was
even
a good.
though it's for the other team.
That was a good form tackle right there.
And that was the quarterback.
Turn out the lights.
Oh, I hear you, Don Meredith. That's why they took him off there.
They ran about time.
Number 15, Amari Bell with the interception.
Huge play. Here's the replay of that. Play clock running down. Number 3 drops back. As Ray said, the pressure was coming. And he was not prepared to handle it. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. That was the play before. We apologize. It was a 3rd down play, not an interception. But nonetheless, the score is 20-7. Huffman is in certain control at this point. 4 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the game. All they have to do is not mishandle the ball. Maybe 1, 2 first downs, and you can go into victory formation.
Here it is right here. Here's the play, the pickoff.
A disciplined play.
Yes.
Holding that ball like you like, great tackle. They need to replay that for all non-tackling scholars. How you go low, shoulder to waist, wrap up, and take him to the ground.
There you go.
But, I mean, Brett is absolutely right. Guys just aren't, I don't know if they're coaching it the same way anymore.
Yeah.
And we have to keep in mind these kids didn't play tackle football as little kids. Right, so we learned how to tackle in the backyard.
Yeah.
And so that was deemed too dangerous for thankfully, because many people got hurt. But hey, we learned our skills a different way.
Huffman goes into second down. They got a small gain on that last play.
Brett, how would you say, how important are those skills that you develop on the sandlot, if you will, to your development in organized sports?
You saw kids learn to play their sport. When we played sandlot, here you go, he's tackled in the backfield.
Lost, bring up third and about 14.
You know, kids don't play that. This is just my observation. Sometimes you have too many adults involved.
Yes.
We learned how to play on the sandlot because you watched the game, then you went out and you imitated.
Yeah.
You saw.
Yeah.
You learned to hit both sides because you saw guys hit from both sides and you imitated hitting from both sides.
Right.
You saw football. You saw how to do. And
Yes.
remember, you used to say, "Oh yeah, this is the, you know, this is the
Joe Gilliam pass.
Joe Gilliam pass." Right. You know,
it's my sweetness move.
I'm going to move like, you know, the Randall Cunningham and all this.
Dylan Craig tries to go to the right to no avail. So Huffman is going to have to punt here with 3 minutes and 3 minutes on the top with a timeout, an Aflac timeout on the field called by Fairfield, so they can get this ball and try to make something happen.
Here's that.
Give James a call, 205-945-1130. But yeah, go ahead with your point, Brett, while we're waiting on action to get back started here.
Yeah, again, you know, let the kids develop. You know, get parents out of it. Let the kids will run the rules.
They will.
You know, playing basketball, football, baseball. You know, we played the hockey with the roller skates.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. Let them play it. And the kids will, they'll let you know the rules if you were foul or not, you know.
And in that instance, so many parents rely on the paid trainer, and I don't know that the skill level is better through these paid trainers than it was when we developed them in the backyard and on the street.
Well, let me tell you about the paid trainer. Depends on who you're going to. How committed are you to that trainer? If you're going to a trainer and you're going once a week, you're wasting your money. Because the trainer is trying to teach you the fundamentals, not so that you get, you have to develop where it just becomes second nature. And you don't do that overnight, and you don't do that once a week.
Punt. Oh, it was close to being blocked, but he got it off greatly. Fielded it under duress. The Vikings are pursuing, and he runs out of bounds.
Wow, he ran 50 yards across. Thought he was going to try to turn that
the trainer, Brett. I don't need a trainer telling me to put up 100 shots. I go out and do 100 shots myself.
Well, you can do 100 shots, but if you're not doing it in the correct position, you know, you're just shooting, you know. If you're not, you know, and I use this because the punter over at Parker, we look at, he goes to a trainer. He goes to camps. And that's why he's kicking the field goals. He's going to get a shot as a field goal kicker at the next level.
Yes.
You have to make the investment in self as they take a.
So parents, the lesson to you is, and when we hear Brett Oates, we're talking about a man that trains players for Major League Baseball organizations. So one, if you're gonna train, find a qualified trainer with a track record. If you're gonna train, be committed. It's not just a once a week, it's a multiple time a week. And as Ray pointed to, you gotta do some work yourself. As we see Fairfield putting the ball into play, they pass it out to their main guy, Murray, in the flat, and he gets about 3 yards. No one can make you great. You have to make yourself great using the resources that are available to you. And we've seen in this 4th year of BCS Under the Lights, these athletes in Birmingham, in particular in football, having facilities at every school. And the coaches that we've seen are really being developed. And 4 years, 4 teams in the playoffs.
Yes.
I think the first year, Ramsey was the only team in the playoffs.
Yeah. But look at us now.
2nd and 8 for Fairfield, trying to get something against this very stingy Viking defense who had 3 interceptions. He throws it up top. Ooh, what a nice play by the safety. Even though the whistle was blown, play it through. I like that.
That's right. He came across over the top.
Over the top. Yes, he did.
He came across over the top to make sure that he wasn't going to get it, even if that was a good play. Number 15, Amari Bell.
There he is again. And that was your outfield defense, right?
There you go.
Behind you, baby. All right, second down for the Tigers. 2 minutes and 19 seconds. We told you it was going to be a thriller and a barn burner. Going to the wire, even though Huffman's not sweating, but they still have to play ball and be concerned.
That's right. You know that the Tigers are going to have to throw it down the field with 2:19, and you're down by more than a touchdown. So you're going to have to try to stretch the field out.
6 defensive backs, low snap, and they get him by the shirt tail.
Number 6.
Another sack. That defensive line for Huffman guys has earned their pay tonight.
There you go. Ronald Jones on that tackle, grabbing him by the shirt, putting the pressure on him.
I mean, they literally created the 3 interceptions because of the pressure. The quarterback had to get it out of his hands.
4.
Oh, that's right. 4
interceptions.
Right. Wow.
Yes. They're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
We'll hear about that. They say you tried to short change us, Brother Brown. All right, 2-12. Back to pass. Murray's throwing that thing. Oh, 15 almost got it. Woo!
How did he let that one go through? Amari Bell lets that go through his hands. That could have ended the game.
Yes.
Right then and there.
I'm thinking he saw that receiver coming at him, and he had a little flash. He got the alligator on because they looked like they were headed for a collision course.
Flag on the play, though.
Uh-oh. And it's back there.
Yeah, in the deep.
So was it interference? Yep. Interference on the defense. So they'll march it up the field. That'll be a first down for the Tigers with 2:06 remaining. Fairfield Tigers traveling across Jefferson County to the east side of Birmingham. Quarterback under duress. He's running, scrambling, faking, stopping. That's Murray trying to make something more happen. Runs over 2 and gets the first down. What a yeoman's job by that young man.
What I will say is by the Huffman defense, they're going to have to get into the weight room. They are going to have to hit the weight room. No, ifs, ands, and buts about that. Watch on this run right here.
He's all over the place.
Nice breakdown and make him go right there. Excellent job.
And then a truck. We call that a truck.
He ran over one of them.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Here we go back to live action.
Pass to the right. Caught. Open field opportunity. Miss 1, miss 2. Oh my goodness, miss 3. Miss 4. And the 5th man took him down. Wow, Brett y'all gonna have Brett Oaks coming to the field. Y'all not careful.
He coming to summer camp.
He gonna extend practice a week.
He come to the Jamboree.
Now, listen to this, man. Now, this is about tackling. This is what I heard when I got to Grambling. They used to tackling trees.
Wow.
They used to block trees. Eddie Robinson had them blocking and tackling. Their tackling and blocking dummies were trees.
And we know the Lord's Giants don't move, do they?
And they people that had played against Grambling at that time said they were the hardest tackling dudes they had ever played against.
Wow. I can see it. Wow. All right, quick break with 1:11 remaining.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Mary Humphrey, and I'm the instructor here at Huffman High School, the cosmetology department. My students enroll in this program to become entrepreneurs. They can earn their natural hairstyling license here right out of high school. We go on field trips. We go to visit beauty colleges. For more information, visit our website, Huffman High School's website. Come to some of our career fairs where we showcase our talents here at Huffman High School.
You're watching BCS Under the Lights, a production of Birmingham City Schools.
Professor Humphrey says we are training entrepreneurs.
Yes, yes.
In a very profitable area.
Extremely profitable.
I got 2 girls. Well, they're grown daughters now, but I know very much what those cosmetologists.
Here we go with the 1:11 left on the. The Tigers of Fairfield are threatening right here.
First and goal. Murray at the Wildcat quarterback. In for the touchdown. He banged his way in.
Yeah, he did.
And he gets up just like before, just as casual, and heads off. He looks a little gimpy, but he laid it on the line for his team. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. It was just a 1-score game, so get ready for the onside kick. One minute, 5 seconds remaining, and the point after is no good.
That is blocked. It tipped like it was tipped.
Yeah, so it's a 7-point game. Get ready for the onside.
It's coming.
And depending on the kick, that's an area Huffman has been somewhat challenged with.
Now, you know you have the good hands team up front, right on the line. Here we go. Right here, he runs over and cuts.
Boom. Another truck on his way to the end zone. And he took it. Was that our guy number 6 he took it to?
Looked like him.
The lower man normally wins in that confrontation. No. Got to get low. All right. Let's get ready.
Guys are gonna have to start eating some potatoes and meat. Stop eating them potato chips. Drinking them Fagos. Gonna have to get in them fresh green beans.
There it is, buddy. And he kicks it. And moved a little bit.
There you go, and falls on top of it. Nice job.
Great job by the good handsman. I believe that was your guy number 15 over there, Mr. Interception.
Yeah, that's why you put all your defensive backs, all your
10.
wide receivers.
Jaden Burrows, the defensive lineman, the junior. Big kid, 5'7", 210. A lot more growing for him to do.
Bowling ball. Or as we would call him, Jelly Roll.
We haven't seen a backup, but maybe after Dylan moves on, you might see a kid like that toting that rock next year.
Yeah.
What a load.
Yeah, that's going to be a load to bring down.
Now, what's the name of the kid I was thinking about? We hadn't seen a bruising running back since Khalifa Keith, as we see Huffman with the 1st and 10. But what's the big back that's the underclassman in Parker now? As you give it to Dylan Craig, who adds another 3 yards to his total. Into the underclassman, a big kid at Parker. He may be a freshman sophomore, because I don't think he played much.
That roster's so deep, Steve. You're going to have to keep real.
Timeout, Aflac timeout by the Tigers with 59 seconds remaining in the game. They're trying to make something happen.
Yes, Steve, what's going to happen in the game is a lot of emotions going to go into the locker room, especially for the seniors. Some of them not going to college to play football. This is their last football
This
game.
is it. That's right.
And when you're out here, when you in your career,
Oh, yeah. Heartbreaking. Oh, yeah. Yep, so they go to the flag football field, the intramural with the guys. This will be it. You know, just as with every level, there are guys that played with them in Little League that didn't make it this far. So they have a lot to be proud of. They're going to miss the camaraderie, miss their coaches, and certainly miss the game that they love at a high competitive level.
You know what they're going to miss mostly? BCS meeting.
Oh, man. Well, they will always be able to be a part. Dylan Craig brings it to the right, loses a yard, but they're just in victory time saving Another timeout by Fairfield. The James W. Brown Aflac timeout to stop it with 53 seconds.
Senior, number 2. Give it up.
Give James a call.
Now we
go ahead, buddy.
No, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna do his number 205-945-1130. I've done it so much they ought to know it by heart. Go ahead.
You know it. Hey, say the people who's paying the bills,
exactly.
baby. That's right. Aflac. James W. Brown.
We appreciate him too. Like I said, riding with us for 4 years.
There you go. Now, what can really seal this game right here? Huffman can try to go ahead and run it and get a first down if they can do that. But this would, for me, would be 4-down territory. 53 seconds.
And they got a deep man back safety valve. They're kneeling. I like that smart setup. Give one guy back in case it bobbles out. Give a game-saving tackle.
I think that was Fairfield's last time out, so they're able to go ahead and run this clock as it counts down.
Yep.
30 seconds as it runs, and they're now forced to.
Yeah, 20 on the play clock, so they're going to have to get one off. And that'll do it.
That'll do it. That'll be their 4th down.
Looks like they're going to run it down and call timeout and then kneel. That's a smart play by Coach Blevins. See, now look, that's 2 things here to show us the trajectory for Huffman. Again, an intelligent coach will get you there. You see, he put the safety valve back on offense, so in case something were to be bobbled and handled, you got somebody there to correct the game-saving tackle. Then he smartly saves a timeout, runs the time down on 4th down. So now all he has to do is to hike the ball, take a knee, game over.
Game over. Just that simple.
Called game management.
That's right. Smart coaches do it well.
Game management.
Poor coaches lose games that way.
Yes. Yeah. You know, when we said, BCS, not only the facilities were increasing, not saying anything about the old staffs and all that, but you have quality coaches.
Yes.
That makes a real difference of guys who played at different levels and they understand how the structure of the game, and young men have changed.
Exactly. So the last snap, now if he goes down too quick, another smart play, right? Run that clock out. Even though it hurts your stats, we'll take it. Game over.
You hurt your stats, you take the win.
Exactly. And Huffman has won the game. Congratulations as you see them running across the field. They deserve the joy. I'm glad for Huffman, glad for Blevins, glad for Dr. Lyons and the entire Huffman community. Brett, what a game, what a performance by the Vikings tonight.
Outstanding. Outstanding for their homecoming.
Yes.
For the end of the season. Now that's momentum going into next season. That's going in next season. That gives you that momentum. Now guys go in with a really good taste in their mouth because you had that victory.
So that was their playoff victory tonight, right?
Absolutely. Yes. They are the official winners of the October Bowl from Vikings Stadium. The Huffman Vikings did it. And again, that speaks to more intelligence because the scheduling had to involve the AD and the principal. Yes. So you've set your team up to continue to grow. You're going into the offseason with momentum, generating enthusiasm for workouts because the sky is the limit. Your last experience is your most memorable, and they're going out with a victory.
Oh, yes.
And your upperclassmen go out with a victory. Those who are graduating, that's how your last football game for some of them, that will be, but your last high school, even if you move on to play Saturday, your last high school game was a victory.
And that's huge, Brett, particularly as you were saying that I'm thinking about these seniors who've been through hard times here at Huffman, but they get to go out with a victory, like you said, man. That is powerful.
And not on a victory, on homecoming, a homecoming victory.
Yeah, well done, well scheduled, well played by the Huffman staff. Absolutely. 20-13 is your final score over the visiting Fairfield High School Tigers, who they brought game.
Yeah, they did.
And, they put up a good fight. They kept it suspenseful down to the very end. Indeed, I like everybody's gathering around the coach down there. I believe we're going to have the entire team, and deservedly so, down there with Justin Scott and our coach when they're ready to go. On a cold night in Birmingham, the coldest so far of this season.
Look at that. Fantastic, Riley.
Yeah, shot down.
Look at that.
Nice view there.
That is an excellent view.
Yes.
Coach Bivens, fantastic win, not only for Coach Bivens and the coaching staff, but for those young men out there who have stuck it out, as you said earlier, Steve.
And look at how that young man is looking at him. He's looking at his coach with full intensity. He's bought in at this point. And they come together. Beautiful. That's what it's all about. Now on the other side of the field, Fairfield has to suck it up. There's the agony of defeat, the thrill of victory.
Yes.
But it's all about building sportsmanship, and those young scholars over there did a great job. And we thank them for being our visitors tonight, coming into the Birmingham City School. We hope if you were a Fairfield fan, you enjoyed watching it on BCS Under the Knife, and let them know they can see the replay and watch themselves.
And look at this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
How these guys are running off, enthusiastic. Tomorrow, well, Monday, because you have an e-learning day tomorrow in Birmingham City Schools. But it's going to be a great day on Monday when they get down there, and everybody will be able to talk that, they had this victory over the season. Look at this right down here.
Oh, man, that's beautiful.
That is phenomenal.
That's some love, man. That is some love.
This is a Hollywood script. You can't write this.
What a way to close out our football season as we prepare to turn the page to BCS courtside. All right, let's go down to Justin with one of our last sideline interviews.
Good game,
of the season.
Coach. Talk to me about your defense. They was able to cause turnovers. They was able to stop the offense time after time. Talk to me about that.
And we just challenged those guys last week. We told them to go put a full, complete game together. We showed them from the film, those guys are making plays, throughout the year. And we just wanted to put everything together. Saying just go one play at a time, one season at a time, and don't worry about the scoreboard. And those guys did it tonight.
Offensively, you pushed the pedal. You stuck with the run game. You guys were able to close the game out. Talk to me how you will be able to build off that, your offensive line coming into next year.
Absolutely, that was definitely big for us. Like I said, we have pretty much all those guys coming back on the offensive line, and so we kind of wanted to put it behind those guys. And we told them with the weather conditions, that's what kind of game it was going to be. We was going to have to run the football protected and maybe throw the ball in select situations. So I'm proud of those guys for sticking through and just playing the next play no matter what happened. We came out on top tonight.
Great game, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Guys, great homecoming down here. Great homecoming in Huffman. They had a great game offensively, defensively. They were able to get the job done. That's it for us. BCS Under the Lights football season. Great game, great way to end it. Back to you guys at the top in the booth. Back to you guys, Brett, Steve, Ray. Great game.
Thank you, Justin. Our Southern boy bundled up down there with the great interview. And let's give Justin some kudos for a great year, his first year coming on with us. Excellent sideline reporting and insight from your nephew.
Nephew, it's in the family.
I love it. But listen, Coach Blevins said it. He wanted a complete game. He got it, guys. All three phases. Special teams were good. Defense was stellar. And the offense got it done behind Dylan Craig.
And there we go with our aerial shots of Huffman, who has the victory tonight, 20-13 in the final game for Huffman for the season. And they go out as a winner.
Absolutely, and it doesn't end here. I keep saying it because I don't want you to go and think that you won't see us for a year. You're going to see us in a couple days to a week. With basketball. We're coming right back at you, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to wrap up this broadcast of BCS Under the Lights, reminding you of our scholars, our sponsors. You know, the Birmingham well, first, there we go, the courtside game of the week, first one.
There we go.
The Winona Dragons. The perennial hot team in Birmingham taking on the Bessemer Tigers on November the 6th. Our game of the week coming from Winona High School. We get to be homers again.
Ooh,
yes.
that's a pressure cooker in there, buddy.
And that's a good place to watch a basketball game. You know, the lady that called the football games, she does basketball too.
That's right. That's right.
She's good.
Yeah,
yes.
Coach Lane asked for it, and you got it.
Yeah.
Make your success a reality. Go virtual. Did you know we have a virtual school? The Birmingham City Schools Virtual Academy of Learning. The BCS Specialty School applications are opening soon. Applicants wishing to apply to Epic, Phillips Academy, Princeton, WJ Christian, Ramsey IB High School can start November 13th, and applications will close January 24th. And I got to put in a plug for Inglenook, because if you want to learn how to fly planes, if you want to be a pilot or an aircraft designer, come to Inglenook, and you won't even have to take a test. Come on now. National Principals Appreciation Month. We appreciate all the principals and our colleagues who help lead the learning communities across our system. We're proud of the leaders.
We're proud of you, Steve. You do a phenomenal job
Steve,
over there, man.
I don't call y'all principals. I call y'all the executives.
Okay,
yes.
I'll take it.
You do a phenomenal job over there, Steve. You do an outstanding job. You go above and beyond with your students, the staff, the extracurricular that you do on your own, that you do over there. You provide with baseball, and you provide all these other things. You just do a phenomenal job over there, man. Just thumbs up to you,
and
man.
Then you remember all of them. You just don't forget them. You see us and tell me, Brett, rest of you'll talk like 1,000. So.
Now, you do your thing, Sugar Ray. It's your
That's
time.
K-Rated Sports Podcast. Hey, join me. You know me. Hey, I always got some city on the menu.
Yeah, you do. And all the young people talk about K-Ray and what he's posted. Check him out on Facebook. And then I'm trying to be like K-Ray, trying to get myself a little following here. So let us know, should Huffman be the best band in the land all year? Brett said so. The poll says so.
Oh, I feel it.
What do you say?
Now, let me say this to all the bands out there. We need the prep bands, the pep bands at the basketball. Now, I will say this. The pep bands that was outstanding last year, Parker High School.
Right.
There you go. Winona High School.
Yep.
They were all outstanding.
They were.
So everybody should have a pep band in every game.
So I guess the poll is going to continue.
Hey, we're going to see.
Your business can become a sponsor as we showcase our student athletes. Sponsorship segments are available to be featured, or for more information, contact Nikki Seaborn, the wonderful bright star of the media department at cseaborn@bhm.k12.al.us. Sister Nikki keeps us all in order. That's our big sister, right, fellas?
Yes, she does. She keeps it going, buddy.
No, she's our little sister.
She's our little big sister.
Who keeps us in order.
Oh, yeah.
The Sky Cam. Yes.
God, Davenport.
Yes, and look at those beautiful athletic, man. That diamond is ready for some ball, baby.
Yes.
I don't see a weed on that infield, Brett.
Watch how that marching band is walking out of there.
Absolutely. Right, Bud. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
and you see the softball field, and you see the institutions of academic learning in the background, and the beautiful East Side Business District on the other side. This has been a wonderful season. We are so glad that you decided to join us and give us a little bit of your time on Thursdays and sometimes Friday. Sugar Ray, you first, then Brett, give your closing comments for football season.
I enjoyed it. I learned a lot from y'all last year, and when we get together, all us feed off each other. I love the atmosphere. And I try not to laugh, but with Oaks,
man, you're supposed to laugh.
Hey, when he get to the top, how they get to the top is another thing coming with him.
Let me tell you something.
But I enjoyed it. Whoever put the schedule together, they did a tremendous job.
Really did. Kudos to the schedule.
Yes.
Brett?
We have fun on this thing. We don't cure cancer. We playing sports. We talking about athletics and young people's future. So, yeah, we have a good time up here while we're teaching up here.
Yeah.
Phenomenal shots. great as always. Look forward to next season. However, looking forward for basketball.
What a beautiful picture of the glow and the God. Now that's
there they are. Look at them.
That is
There you go.
That's the oh, there's the head honcho.
Everybody behind the scenes that help to make things do what they do, appear the way they appear. And we have students on our cameras.
Yes.
And look at the glow and the energy coming from this place. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for some of the best sideline reporters, some of the best statisticians, and the best co-hosts that anyone could have, for the best media team and crew, we bid you good night from Huffman Viking Stadium on BCS Under the Lights, and we'll see you in a few days for BCS Courtside. From Birmingham to the world.
Put them peas up in the stole. He gon' drive 1,000 miles, so his pockets keep on growing. I be skiing all this ice on my neck like a goalie. When she with you, yeah, shorty, she pursuing me. Would hate if I was you, yeah. We the best to do it, baby. We the best to do it, We the best to do it, baby. They don't wanna see us in the playoffs. 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 I could see y'all play out. Y'all boys gonna lose it, ain't no doubt. Can't use my name for no more clout. If y'all wanna win, just follow my route. Fear none, gotta stand tall too many times. Bust down a new Jacob, just too many diamonds. Like, what you gonna do, baby? You too damn fine. Let's run it up. They don't wanna see us in the playoffs. They don't wanna see us in the playoffs. They don't wanna see us in the playoffs.